Welcome back to AFTV. Sorry, our production just gave us the quickest countdown of all time. He went, "Are you ready?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live." Thanks for that, Joe. Anyway, big up production. Always doing a great job, or at least sometimes are. Look, we're back here. Kickoff in about 14 minutes' time. Bayern Munich, Arsenal. It ended 2-2, and in the starting 11 show, we of course went through the starting 11. We talked about a little bit what we wanted to see in certain positions. The game, reflecting on it, Arsenal did something a little bit weird in that Emirates tie, didn't they? Like, they really, were you saying they kind of dropped the whole Porto pragmatism, really kind of went for it? What was that Arteta like losing his nerve slightly? Was that Arsenal thinking we're the better team, let's prove it? Were we looking for one of those famous Anfield nights? I don't know, what was that?
It looked a bit like overcompensation, but don't forget, look, a lot of the sort of rhetoric that was coming up before the game was we ought to win this in the first leg. So that was sort of systemic within the fan base, thinking that we could just go there and blitz it, right? And then you then add in the factor that they didn't have any fans there, for example.
Yeah.
Then you look at their form. Then you look at our form. I think all of that played a part in sort of overcompensating from that pretty deferential Porto performance. And ultimately, when you're up against that kind of quality, give them a sniff and you pay.
Yep. We've got my favourite comment so far from Ben J97 says, "Wait, is that guy in a suit?"
Yeah, so I saw these comments on the starting 11 as well. For the avoidance of any doubt, I didn't do this for the watch along. I came straight from work. This is not me being overdressed.
It's a big game. It's a big occasion.
Yeah. I'm here for the Champions League. Someone else said he looks like he should be there on CBS with Cara, me, Big Meeks, and Henri.
By the way, did you see that picture of? It was all of them, but with Malik as well.
It looked like it was going to be such an awkward. I saw. It looked super awkward.
I did have a little giggle about that. Turkish, a player me and you gave Player of the Season last season, but I don't think he cracks our top 5 this year. Big night for him. I'm being very cryptic. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Say the second part again. It hasn't been his season.
Hasn't been his season, but I think we both gave him Player of the Year last season.
Martinelli, yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking, did I actually give him Player of the Year, or did I just my favourite player? But either way,
For Arsenal, I thought you did.
In the starting 11, I said I'm looking at Saka and Havertz today because one is our star boy and one is our most expensive player, equaling the star player. So I'm looking at them two. But don't get it twisted. I think Martinelli needs to have a game. You know, we're at the business end of the season, and I can't really count too many games that Martinelli's really shown up and shown what we loved him for last season and loved him for since coming to the club. So it's a big night for him. It's just that in general, our left-hand side is not used as much as either it should be or as much as the right-hand side for sure. So I think it damages his chances of being in that final third, being on the end of things. But he also suits it because his work rate is up there with the very best wingers. And when you've got a left-back who, more often than not, Zinchenko over the last 2 years, who can cause you problems defensively, it's good to have a winger like Martinelli. But I can't lie, man. If I had to pick out of the 3 who to have the best game and we go through, it'd be Martinelli because I think he needs it. But all 3 of them have reason to show up tonight. So listen, if all 3 of your attackers have a reason to show up, at least one of them should.
Yeah, totally agree. Laurie, on Martinelli a bit more though. He is, in my opinion, our best outlet on that pitch. What I mean is, I think he is the most devastating, one end to the other player we've got. And Kimmich, who is a very good one-to-one defender, I thought looked very good at the Emirates. He's still a player that might overlap, might invert, might just take an eye off Martinelli. And I don't want Martinelli to be defending so much all game that we find ourselves, essentially just camped in our half because, we can't quite get out. You want to keep him on that edge where he can maybe hurt Bayern in the way we didn't hurt Man City, like when Trossard got in behind. Martinelli could be the outlet.
Yeah, I think Martinelli's got the nod today because of his explosivity. He's clearly the most explosive player in the front line. And I think I'm kind of anticipating that Bayern will have more of the ball than we do have today. So there will be an element of counter-attacking that we'll need to deploy. So if you're counter-attacking, it makes sense to put Martinelli in. That being said, I've got to be honest, or even though I really like the player, he's not in his best form at the moment. That's clear. I couldn't tell you the last time he had a good game, if I'm being honest. So
Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
okay,
For
so
me.
that's a long time ago. Isn't it?
Yeah. That was February. Yeah.
Yeah, so he needs this. Well, we all need it. But listen, no one will be more happier than me if he turns up tonight and puts in a really good performance. Because if he is on song, then it definitely enhances our chances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very quickly on that, in his defence, and I'm not saying that this is the sole reason, but if you look at the right side, in general terms, you've got Saka down there, you've got Ben White down there, and you know you've got Odegaard drifting. Right? On the left-hand side, was going to be Timber, was Zinchenko, a bit of Kivior, today it's Tomiyasu, and there's been a lot of rotation with the left eight as well. So in terms of Martinelli having the stability behind him and building up those relationships, it's not been as ideal for him as it has been for our right-sided
Not
players.
at all.
So you can sort of understand why he's not as prolific, but that being said, there have been opportunities where he has been one-on-one, and the people behind him at that point have very little to do with it. And I feel like he's been ever so slightly reluctant to take on his man and do what we all sort of fell in love with him for, which is just bomb it past, get to that touchline, try and drift into the box, see what he can do.
Is that because he knows he's not going to get the ball as much? I mean, last season there were legitimate conversations around whether Saka didn't get the help on the right that Marte got on the left, and of course Zinchenko inverting and Xhaka would drop into those pockets as well, and the two of them would find Martinelli and Jesus would drift to that side. And you think, well, Saka's isolated, so maybe the nature is there's always going to be one side that's a little bit more top heavy, but I do feel that Martinelli, while he's isolated, there's just something about him when he gets the ball that it feels like he's thinking, this is my opportunity. I might not get the ball for 10 more minutes.
Maybe.
I think Arteta needs to utilise it though, because when you look at the fullbacks in comparison to the wingers playing today, listen, Mazraoui I think is out of position, but I look at Kimmich, age, Martinelli, characteristics on he suits what Kimmich is. Now Kimmich he's an OG. You know, he's a player that can, as we saw last week, a great football mind can nullify a lot of football attributes. You know, and he's got a great football mind. But I also think we didn't do enough to put it on him in that first game. This game we need to. You know, if Martinelli's playing, and it's not Trossard who can come inside and aid more with maybe the build-up play and so on, if Martinelli's playing, then use him. Maybe throw in a curveball and attack down that side a bit more than
you want that. You want the. Let's be honest. I know it's very basic stuff. The long ball over the top, isolate Kimmich and Martinelli. Boom, Martinelli going to beat him all day long for pace. However, it's how many times you can do that. Now, if you was to say to Kimmich, take him to one side and say, look, be honest. Out of Trossard and Martinelli, who would you prefer to be playing against? He's going to tell you all day long Trossard, because it makes sense. You know what I mean? With Martinelli, you get that intangible of pace, which is so hard to prepare for. We've all played football. You know that if you're isolated with a speedster, you can have the brain of Einstein. You don't make no difference. You know what I mean?
And there's no shame in doing that, because look at the game at the Emirates. How often was the tactic, get it to whoever is on the flank where Zinchenko is?
Well, look what Sane did
and they kept doing it.
Zinchenko.
Kivior and then Zinchenko. I mean, literally Kivior and Zinchenko. That was Bayern's target.
Yeah.
It was take it to that flank, because that's where the weakness is. And what do we have in our front line on that flank? The natural attributes in players like Sane. Go. We've got
exactly that to our guys last week. Took the ball, bang, went for it. And he left them in his wake. And he did that about 2 or 3 times. And one of the times he did it led to their goal as well.
Well, Arsenal fans online aren't feeling so confident, nor people in the comments. Actually, that's a good thing. I never like it. We go into games with real confidence, like we're expected to do something. Josh Kroenke and Stan Kroenke are at the Allianz.
Wow.
The greatest owners in football, eh?
I saw a quote on Twitter from
Who wrote that
Josh.
I just had to keep an eye on him.
He didn't even look at you.
Did he?
He kept his head turned that way when he said it. You're lucky you're not on the same sofa as him. You would have got the left foot to the face for that one.
Now, my lawyer's here anyway, so...
True.
I think he meant to say American football, not football.
Well, look, I don't know when. One, I don't know if it's accurate because I saw it on Twitter, but apparently Josh Kroenke in an interview today said we've got a massive sort of sporting franchise, lists all of them, and then at the end he says, but the real big one, like the crown jewel, we have Arsenal Football Club over in London. I know that actions speak louder than words, but it does. But it does sort of show. It does sort of show that they do place some sort of emphasis on this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whether
we
the time and
say
energy
that's
goes
a
into
fact
it,
in this country. It's not a fact.
Arsenal must be one of the biggest entities they own. Must be the.
So if that was the case, why is it taking him so long to put his hand in his pocket?
That's a different question.
Yeah.
In terms
No,
of
but
the
I mean,
actual-
that's, you know what I mean,
in terms of worldwide.
hitherto, their priority's been American football.
We're arguing different things. I'm not saying that it's their priority. I'm talking about the size of Arsenal compared to everything else in their sporting franchise. You know, in their list of sports clubs, Arsenal must be the biggest, surely.
I'd say so, but that's just coming from an ignorant place.
It is.
I'm assuming it is because of the worldwide following of football and the lack of it for American football, the lack of it for basketball. But America's so big in itself that does that make up for? I don't know the numbers in and that, but you know, you're kind of what you're saying is the first thing I thought. It's the crown jewel because we make them the most money. And
maybe.
you know,
Yeah, maybe
they've just come to realise that recently. So let's just hope, you know, by crown jewel he means that the jewels will start coming in.
Let's hope. Let's go over to Frank with 3 minutes from kickoff. The players are ready to come out over to the information station for a little bit more ahead of kickoff.
Yes, people, Bayern versus Arsenal, an opportunity for Arsenal to get to the Champions League semi-finals for the first time since 2009, and additionally, an opportunity to extend Harry Kane's trophy misery, and if we can get that done, I will be over the moon. Bayern Munich have won just one of their last 5 knockout games in the Champions League and have been eliminated at this stage of the competition in each of the last 3 seasons since winning the competition in 2019-2020. And just on the Arsenal front, Arsenal have won just one of their last 6 away games in European competition against German sides, though that was our most recent match against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League in September 2019. Look, I don't think we're going into this game as favourites. Obviously, we got the draw at home. Obviously last week, and it wasn't the best of results. I think a lot of us expected to get the win. However, I'm looking at the team that I'm seeing here, and I'm over the moon. I'm really happy to see Takehiro Tomiyasu come back in at left back. I do feel like he's our strongest option coming up against Bayern Munich today. And of course, in the form that he's been in since playing in that number 9 role, I'm happy to see Kai Havertz in at that striker position as well. And of course, Gabriel Martinelli starting this game is just absolutely fantastic for me. As for a score prediction, you know, I'm not going to go as confident as I was in the first leg, but I still think we can get it done. I'm going to go 1-0 to the Arsenal.
All right, let's get the other score predictions in as well, Laurie.
I cannot see Bayern not scoring tonight, so I've got to factor that into my prediction. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
I want to go 1-1 and we go through on pens. Sure. I'm laughing because that would be stress.
2-1 after extra time, Arsenal.
Okay. Turkish.
2-1 as well.
In the 90?
I don't care.
Fair enough.
Actually don't care.
No, I don't care either, by the way.
Yeah.
For the avoidance of
But
any
I've
doubt,
got
I
to
don't care
add
either.
on my prediction, I'm saying that more with my heart than my head, if I'm being honest.
All right, what does your head say?
I'm not going to go.
All right, everyone. Let's remind everyone of the 11s. Neuer in goal with Kimmich, Dyer, De Ligt and Mazraoui supposedly starting at left back. That means Goretzka and Lima will be in midfield with Musiala, Sane and Guerrero either side of the exciting youngster. Harry Kane starts up front wearing white and facing Arsenal. Though a little bit more red on that kit than he probably would know. It's just a flip of the Arsenal kit, isn't it? Just, you know, back to his days as a kid, eh? Let's go through the Arsenal 11. David Raya starts in goal. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel and Tomiyasu starting at left back for the first time in a while, as far as I can remember. Kvyat Zinchenko getting the starts of late. Declan Rice moves back to the left 8 position so that Jorginho could come into the team with Martinelli, the guy, the captain, is fit to play after coming off against Villa. Havertz moves back up top with Saka and Martinelli. Pavanjit says Zinchenko turned his back on Gabriel when Watkins hit the post and tried to nutmeg Tielemans on the edge of the box when he hit the bar. Yet Turkish and Lee did not hold him accountable. Forever Arsenal spent 10 minutes on Havertz's wage and Raya agenda driven. Okay, I don't know why you're sending this now, but thank you.
How much did you spend on that?
£49.99.
So you spent $49.99 to talk about Zinchenko, yeah? But then because I talked about Havertz and Raya, that's an agenda. But spending £50 to talk about Zinchenko is not an agenda. And the same, I don't like Zinchenko like that.
I watched that episode. Wasn't there a segment on whether people would move Zinchenko on as well? The episode wasn't silent.
It probably wasn't enough for what's his name?
Pavanjit.
Probably wasn't enough for him.
Thank you for the contribution, Pavanjit. Of course, all super chats do go towards bettering the content we're making, so thank you. Abdullah says, why yellow card icons? Don't they wipe after semis? No, I don't think they do. I saw online that they don't. Well, I say online, I saw on Twitter. So
After semis, but not after quarters. I don't think you can miss the final because of a yellow card ban, if I'm not mistaken.
you used to be able to. I
Used
remember,
to.
You can?
I remember
Used
Xabi
to.
Alonso did.
I think you might be right. I think they might have changed it.
I don't know why I think that.
Because that's a crap rule, isn't it? Imagine you get a yellow card in the semi-final.
Didn't Roy Keane?
I think it happened to Ivanovic.
I can't remember.
Happened to Xabi Alonso, I remember.
think it
He
happened
couldn't
to
play
Roy
for Real
Keane.
Madrid, I think.
I mean, imagine you score a 95th semi-final winner, and you take your shirt off and get booked, and then you can't play in the final. It's heartbreaking.
Isn't that happened Roy Keane against Juventus though? He had
Maybe.
he had a big game against them, and this was 98, 99, I think. And
We're kicking off, by the way, so that is happening.
Come on. Big night.
A minute
Big
late,
night.
but here we go. Here we go. It's
Right.
Bayern Arsenal. It's
Energy
2-2.
is up. Energy is up. I don't know whether it's nerves or what, but energy is
It's
up.
hit me now, and
Come
we've
on,
kicked
Arsenal.
off
Come on.
at the Allianz, where we have faced so much hurt over the years. But Tuchel said himself, different Arsenal. Is that true? We will find out as they win a free kick early from Declan Rice. Arsenal wearing the dark green. It's a dark green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently, some people say it's a type of blue. It's a green. It's green. Green and navy kit away at the Allianz. Big night. How will they respond after Villa? Now, do Arsenal truly belong on this stage as we believe we do? Really interested to see how we approach this game.
Bayern already with a slightly more aggressive press than they had at the Emirates. I think they've got 5.5 already.
Feels a bit more, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And I believe our beloved member of production, Joe, is carrying a TV over to get the City game on for us. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you're doing, my friend. Yeah, look at him, what a guy.
I'm not even going to be glancing over at that.
You'll need to meet Joe one. That's a lovely pass into Jorginho from Ben White, by the way.
What is that? Is that smoke from the pyrotechnics?
It looks like fog.
Fog?
No, I
It's
think
not that cold,
I
surely.
think it's smoke.
I mean, I know it's quite cold out there, but fog? Well, Arsenal enjoying a little bit of possession. And early on, Ben White has tucked in quite central.
I feel like he was going to do that because Tommy's probably not going to be the one to invert out of the two.
He's very central. I mean, look at that.
Having said that, Tommy immediately drifted in.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Alright.
I think people who are expecting conversation don't expect a lot unless anything happens.
Tapping Toes was coming to this one.
Yeah, I thought so too. Someone just said in the comments he hasn't shown up, so
What do you mean?
He said he went on the Big Six. He was saying he was going to come and watch this with us.
yeah. He needs to take some pictures for Big Six. So I said, come through the studio one day, and he said, I'll come the day of facing Bayern.
Oh,
said
what, you wanna
said
tap-
it again on Monday, yeah.
What, as a I want to watch your downfall kind of thing?
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Giving the ball
Martinelli
away.
guys just smash the ball away.
That's 2 minutes 24 seconds. Bayern touched the ball.
It's really hard to see. Like,
Yeah.
Guys, I think it actually could be fog, you know. This is what the info station's for. I got the weather report up in Munich today. It's 2 degrees out there. It could well be fog. I'm not sure it's any pyro of any sort.
fog.
Yeah, that looks mental down that side. They played through us well there. They played through us
they
really
really
well
did.
there.
Is this Musiala on the ball?
Yep.
Fog? I mean, is that for real? It's that. Wow. Okay.
2 degrees, light rain showers, feels like -1.
Oh, you've let him into the box. You didn't need to let him into the box.
Sane drives inside. Kimmich goes on the overlap. They whipped it into the box to Harry Kane, and it goes wide.
That looked like it could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, it did.
That looked like it could have gone anywhere.
Once
First
again,
effort.
Sane showing a bit of threat there.
The thing is, we double up on him, look, but he still just finds a way in. Saliba with a very high foot there, you know.
Yeah. I think we just about had control of it.
He's a very good player, Sane. I remember when he was in the Premiership. It was quite surprised when he left City.
We were quietly linked with him, I think, 2 windows ago.
Kind of left under a bit of a cloud, didn't he? When he left, it was.
I think last year we was linked to him.
Maybe.
Last summer.
Yeah.
It would have made sense on that flank.
If you can't get the City players from City, get them from the club they go to after City.
There were a lot of them on display last night as well in the PSG Barca game.
By the way, some great games, weren't there?
Oh, man. Incredible.
I said on FCN that Dortmund would go through. Not because listen, I'm a total casual, but I watched the extended highlights of their game against Atletico, and I thought, look, unless they've edited it wrong, Dortmund have had all the chances here in Madrid. And to be fair, I mean, I think that was more the second half. But
I'm not going to lie, both of those games were upsets, really, weren't they?
yeah, they were for sure.
Win that.
Well done, Jorginho. Oh, Saka. Yeah, it's not going away. Normally, if it's like, flares or something, it will just, the wind will take it away.
ball.
But
Come on.
Jorginho lost it, won it back, and now
Press him.
Chase it. Carry on chasing.
Neuer, who decided to flick the ball up.
Well
in the
done,
air.
Well done, Tommy. Welcome
Well
back.
done, Tommy. That's a foul.
And Martinelli concedes the foul to Kimmich.
Certainly, in these first 5 minutes, in terms of possession, Arsenal had more possession of the ball, which is somewhat
74%.
surprising. For me, anyway. But then, it's only 5 minutes.
The only thing I've seen in this first 5 minutes that I find encouraging from Arsenal.
Turned him too
He
easy,
did.
man.
Who was that, Jorginho?
Jorginho.
That's
And
not
Rice
foul.
has to cover for him.
No, I thought he was going to blow the whistle there. Ref.
Nah, it's not a foul. It's not a foul.
Slipped.
The thing I've liked is we've
Too
played.
easy,
Yeah,
man.
man, they're getting through.
Oh,
That's a corner, isn't it?
It doesn't look like it. By the reaction, no.
Got some more super chats from Pavanja. It says, no problem, love the content, but for that game specifically, Zini should have held more licks than he got. Big up Turkish, though, at least he holds his own on the big six. He then also says, I think you've sent the same super chat twice, Pavanja, unless I missed the first one.
Now, people just have to understand, pods are 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour, 10 minutes. You can't get through every single detail.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Zinchenko was at fault for that Gabriel pass. Gabriel can see him in plain sight and decides to hit it off his back. It shouldn't have even been in the air for that Watkins chance. But
I agree.
I do think in that game, obviously it's gone now, so we don't want to dwell on it too much, but
Clearing up now, isn't it?
it would appear that Zinchenko was a bit of a scapegoat for that performance, which is wrong, actually, because no one played well in that second half, nobody. So,
Yeah, so the second half, I mean, I think Zinchenko I do think he had a very frustrating game.
he did, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's right to scapegoat one player.
It's not his fault. He's not the reason we played 45 minutes in our half against Villa.
Yeah.
But he certainly
He
wasn't
seemed to
really
cop
at
it
it
the
either.
most.
Feels like Arsenal are really trying to stretch the pitch, Sharoy. Odegaard just picked up the ball on the touchline there. Rice drifted really wide in some early build-up before. Look, I mean, Rice is nowhere near the action here, is he?
I know, but
There he is. Look, he's there supporting Martinelli. I wonder if the plan is to stretch the midfield three across.
I think it has to be because of the solidity with which they're defending. But the problem with that is you see both wingers having to be very, very deep to get onto the ball, right? And at that point, they have to do something like
well
this.
done.
Well, beat 2 or 3
That's
to
good
have a
for
chance of
Martinelli.
getting
That is really good. It's their throw,
Yeah.
no, he's won it, he's called it.
No, I think he's given it to Bayern. He has.
but good persistence and a bit of trickery shown just to keep Kimmich on his toes there. Good for Martinelli.
Did you notice Quick Sane come back to help Kimmich out there? as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. The
It's
best teams
been
work
quite a
incredibly
cagey
hard.
start. Which is kind of what I expected, to be honest. It's just what I expected.
Oh,
nice.
touch,
Ball
good
into
touch.
Havertz. It's good from Rice. It's Martinelli.
Go on.
Drives inside. Has a go from
I love
distance.
it.
It's
I
not
like
bad.
it.
It's
Fair
actually
enough.
not a bad effort.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Neuer knows it's going wide the whole time, but
I'll just get one off.
yeah, not a bad effort
They
at all.
see the
Jorginho
clip.
as well with the ball straight back in. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I mean, look, how many of these like Foden and Guardiola bangers from outside the box? I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you don't score if you don't try, man.
That's one thing that we don't do enough. We say it consistently on this so far.
Shoot.
We don't shoot from distance enough.
I don't think it's because we have. I think it's because we don't have great shooters though.
Be careful there. Got to be careful there.
Saka's tracking really
Well
well.
done, Bukayo.
Well done.
On that, James, I don't really buy into that. Make yourself a good shooter. That's why you're a professional.
We have a
Practice on
couple.
training
We have a
ground.
couple. Odegaard can let one off. Saka's definitely got one in him. I mean, we've seen Martinelli just now come close. Trossard definitely has one in him.
I was listening to
Rice has one as well.
Rice has one in him.
Can I say I didn't expect this, right? I didn't expect us to be on the ball the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I said that.
To an
earlier,
extent, look at the
so-
success that they had on the break. it might even be a deliberate ploy to sort of lull you into a false sense of security.
I did say to him, remember when I said Tuchel might set up this in a similar way?
You did say it, yeah.
Because Bayern are not a great team this year. They got the individual quality, but they haven't shown they're a great team.
Yeah. Individual quality comes through a lot more in counter-attack football than it does in possession-based football.
Mm-hmm. That's how Man United done us last year. That's how Tottenham have done City over the years.
Yeah, you can't fluke passing patterns and good possession. You can't fluke that. Your players can't just figure that out unless they're playing a really poor team. And even then, they can't. Look at me times from Man United, for example, been outplayed this season. If you're not well coached, the problem. So maybe you're looking right, Turkish, at the moment that actually maybe Tuchel is going to set up to be a little bit more pragmatic, even though they're the home team.
I mean, it does make sense. He might be thinking...
That's a good line.
Yeah. He might be thinking the more possession you give them, the more they'll think they're in with a chance of getting the goal. They'll get desperate to score one because they're away. They'll overcommit. Bang.
Yep.
That was me in a very long-winded way, saying that they might be trying to bait us,
Yeah. Let's see. I'm starting to get nervous. I know we're 10 minutes in, but I'm now like, okay, this game's happening. We have got an eye on Real Madrid versus Man City. Barely an eye. It's there if we need to look over it.
I haven't looked over it once.
No. Odegaard, lovely turn.
Well done.
Really
Play
lovely.
Rice.
Oh, we should play to
come on,
Declan
man.
Rice. Why didn't he?
For fuck's sake.
Why didn't he? Do you think he saw the ref in his way? Why didn't he play it? It was such an easy pass. Is Declan Rice
Not for too long, Declan.
getting away from Goretzka?
Out to Saka. Go. It's one-on-one. They haven't doubled up on you. Go. Take him down the line. Test him. That's it. That's it, B. Unlucky.
But Tomiyasu will keep the Salah. No, he won't.
But you see, that was just a little... That's what the winger wants. Have I got your number? Have I not? That's the first time he had the chance to do it, and he got past it.
But you know what? You'll be encouraged by that because let's face it, he went past him with ease
That's what
on
I'm
that
saying.
occasion.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying. He'll
that's
feel
good
like he's
for
got
his
his number.
confidence. When you're getting behind your fullback like that early in the game,
More of that,
that's
Saka.
nice.
More of that.
If I'm not mistaken, around this minute, that 3 goals had already been scored in both ties. 0-0 across the board here. What do we...
Passed it.
Odegaard
Passed
did
it.
really well. And actually, not a
Ref,
bad
so
effort.
you're going to bring it back for the foul.
He does well to get the
Unlucky.
pass off, to be fair.
Unlucky.
I didn't think that was
Play,
Good
Tom.
work, Tommy.
Martinelli, come on,
That's
don't
Nelly
look
on
up,
his
just get on it.
That's Nelly on his heels.
Tomiyasu's done this twice where he's made Sane think he's just going to back into him and
Crept
then
in front.
darts
Well
around
done.
Crept in
to
front.
nick it back.
You know why?
Go on.
Because he's a defender by trade.
Yeah.
So that's generally it.
Yeah. Should this have been our ball?
That's why they're replaying it, probably, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Either or. Either or, really. Lovely touch from Bellingham, by the way.
Well done.
1-0 Madrid.
Wow. Oh,
Okay. Did
yeah,
they-
Madrid
oh,
have
wow.
taken the lead.
Is that
Madrid have
or-
just taken the lead at the Etihad. So there you go.
Mad.
Away teams, please. Please rise. Here's Saliba. Rice.
Another upset on the cards.
Is it an upset though? It's Real Madrid.
Yeah, but City,
No, but City have done very well against
They're
them in
in
recent
backyard.
years. So I think
Somewhere in the atmosphere, somewhere in the multiverse, I can hear Raul just having the time of his life. I think this has been a good start from Arsenal possession-wise. I have to say we've settled into the game quite nicely.
I just don't think we've carried enough threat yet. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, we don't need that
down,
from
Saliba.
Saliba. Jorginho helps him out. Martinelli helps him out. And Arsenal win a throw.
I mean, look, we had Saka going down the wing and Martinelli popping off a shot. That's it from memory?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Saliba on the ball now. Find Saka in a more central space. And look at where Ben White is.
Yeah.
You know, that was the first leg tactic, really. Get Saka in the pockets, get White wide, which surprised me a lot. But Arteta sticking to his guns, and you can understand why we had chances in that game. It's Gabriel now. Will City reply? 13 minutes in, Arsenal enjoying a really good spell of possession. Let's go over to Frank for some reaction and some match stats as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've had a good start, and that's what I think I was speaking to Laurie before the game. I was just hoping for a decent opening 15 minutes, and I think that's exactly what we've seen here. If you look at the possession stats, we've seen 69% of the ball to Bayern Munich's 31. Bayern Munich have had 2 shots, we've had the 1. Still yet to see a shot on target from either side, though. Obviously, we had a good opportunity there from Gabriel Martinelli, who again done well to get the shot off. Unfortunately, it wasn't on target. Looking at the passing, Arsenal have attempted 98 passes and completed 94, which works out at 96%. Bayern Munich have only been limited to only 43 passes attempted and 37 complete, which works out at around 84%. So yeah, I think it's been a decent start. However, I would be a lot more comfortable and feel a lot more comfortable if we was to get a goal before the end of this first half.
Tomiyasu just slipped there and he got back up and he looks fine, but
Gingerly.
it just took him a little second to get up, which was slightly concerning. He almost wasn't rushing himself up, when Sane broke away from Martinelli. But now Bayern enjoying a spell of possession. And you saw 3 players waiting to make a run there.
Yep.
And our centre-backs were just on hand in case that ball went. It didn't. And they keep the ball at the back. Oh, the Champions League big stage. Here we are, people.
Too easy.
Way too easy. Look how far he's got to carry the ball. Tomiyasu's alongside
Got
of
judged the
Sane.
flight better than that.
Well
And
done,
Gabriel does really well. Gabriel does really
He
well.
completely misjudged the flight there. Yeah. Yeah. No, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough.
You're right. The ball, but it's also how he managed to just get in field like that.
I know. If you're not going to get there
Get your
to
angle
the
right,
touchline,
man.
straight, yeah.
Yeah. Poor from Tom. He's also really good at reading that and winning the header, putting it out for a throw.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
First corner.
Bayern corner. You can see the Bayern flags there waving.
Yeah, we had that last week.
Ball into the box, headed out by
Okay.
Gabriel.
Get out now.
But also, can we retake our positions, please? Because against Villa, we took so long to reshuffle.
Poor header, man.
We ended up with Zinchenko at right centre back. We ended up with Rice at left back. The ball came into the box. No one really knew what they had to do. And Haaland heads over for City.
It looks like both managers have gone for a just don't get stung and go into the game.
You can understand that, to be honest. But it's very tight, isn't it? Nobody wants to overcommit and go behind theirs.
Yeah.
More pressure. Yeah, it's intriguing.
De Ligt on the ball. One thing they do have is, a lot of centre backs. He's going with Dyer and De Ligt in this, but they've also got Upamecano, Kim Min Jae. They've got is it Lucas Hernandez? I think it's Lucas and Teo Hernandez.
Oh, come on, you man. That is sick.
That was
Oh, we
lucky
got
to
it
get the
though.
throw in there.
Very lucky.
I feel like we could have intercepted that.
Of course we could have, man. It was the only pass available.
Tommy to throw.
Hold it.
Man turned into problems.
Chase that.
Oh, that could have been painful.
Jorginho getting stuck
That
in
could have
there.
been painful.
Don't.
Miss
There's no
Musiala.
need. There is actually no need.
Yeah. Agreed.
What are you talking to him about, though, ref? That's nothing, man.
He's looked slightly off the pace.
He has.
Got turned once.
And predictably, Turkish, and I think you were warning for this, I've been tagged on Twitter. Just FYI, LA Rams are worth $4.8 billion. Arsenal are currently worth $2.28 billion. Okay, well, if money is what defines it, then fair enough.
No, that was me, actually.
Well, you tweeted me.
No, me that was trying to tell you that the American is worth more than Arsenal.
Yeah, but is that the definition of size then?
Bro, I was trying to tell you, but you didn't listen.
Is that the definition of size?
It's not.
Yeah, well, there we go. So, you know, cool. They're worth more.
It's the bigger entity for me.
Yeah, it might be. I just, you know, I think it's probably Arsenal in terms of fan base and reach, but like you said, Turkish actually comes from a place of ignorance. I don't really know how big, you know, NFL size and the LA Rams are, but, you know, football, biggest sport in the world. Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs. There you go. Anyway, both teams are just enjoying spells of possession each, really, without doing too much to hurt the other.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're 20 minutes in. We're playing through the lines quite nicely from centre back, actually.
Too slow though.
Yeah, but that's a lovely switch
Great
from
touch.
Rice.
On your bike, Saka.
Go on, the run's there.
White,
man.
he's lifted it to the back post. I actually think he's meant that, you know.
That'll do.
Here's Martinelli. One on with Kimmich. Pull back to
Shoot.
Rice. Can he get a shot off? He took a bit too long to set himself. Saliba sort of found a way to get that back out wide, didn't he?
The ball was on.
He's asking for a run, isn't he? Here's Martinelli now. 1-1 with Kimmich. We're playing much more down the left-hand side than we did in the last
Nice.
game.
Nice. He's
Cross it.
He's not left-footed though, is he?
That was poor. Win that. That's it.
Yeah, Saliba
Well
does
done,
really
Saliba.
well there.
Very good.
Really well.
Very good.
Here's Rice.
Straight
Take
out
him
to
down the
Martinelli.
line. Take him down the line.
And he rolls it inside.
Trish.
Oh,
Back
what are
to
you man doing?
Martinelli.
Let it go!
How are you not popping off there, man? How are you not just swinging your foot at that? Nice little move, but again, just a little bit too intricate.
Oh, Lucas Hernandez plays for PSG. Oops.
He did
Used
play
to.
for Bayern now. I see the mistake you made.
It's alright. Life goes on.
Should have just shot.
I need to see what happened because, yeah.
Where's he turning? I can't lie, my nerves are through the roof right now.
Your nerves are.
Yeah, man.
I'm just sort of like, I've got that nervous smile. Just like,
That's a good sign.
smile through it.
You know, at the beginning of the season, when you guys did your AFTV, what's the season going to look like? What did you guys all say for Champions League?
I think I said quarters. I think I did.
Yeah,
I said final.
you said final.
We're joking though.
I said we'd win the league. I was also joking. We had a lot of fun. A lot of jokes were shared.
A lot of jokes.
Cecil smashed it. Said we got undefeated at home in the league.
He was joking as well.
No, he was serious.
No, man.
They've come away with
Too
that.
easy.
No way.
Too easy.
Saliba's got to step up on.
That was
Oh
poor.
no, they're in here. And it's gone wide.
We got away with
Been
that.
blocked. I think he's offside anyway.
We got away with that. We really got away with that. We really got away with that.
So what's going on here? Is that Guerrero driving through? No, he's got miles on. Into Mazraoui. Oh, that's a deflection, isn't it?
I thought so.
It's off Ben White, wasn't it?
Ben White.
It's off Ben White.
Well done, Ben.
Oh, bit of a scissor from Bernardo on Camavinga there. He'll leave a boot in Bernardo.
He's not. Everyone thinks he's a nice guy. He's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Liverpool fans hate him, you
not,
know.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't love him, you know, in terms of personality, but ball comes into the box.
Well cleared.
Rice heads out. It's Sane.
That was the game's best chance, just there, if we're being honest.
You think that was better than our little Martinelli chance?
But that one there, that was very close, man. Yeah, that was very close.
Well, the one we just had, the intricate play in the box.
He's in the 6-yard box at one point, isn't he?
I know I'm guilty of giving the Arsenal players a bit too much leeway, but I couldn't quite see where the space to strike was, not without hitting someone. I'm up
to
the
him.
Oh, good save.
Ryan makes a
Get to
save.
him. Get to him.
Kimmich.
No, he stood it up.
It's into the box. It's actually dealt with well by Saliba.
We've got to start doing something. We've got to start doing something. Like, all this trying to gain control stuff, we've got threats. Let's try and use them.
What's up with you lot, man?
I mean, the issue is if you literally don't carry a threat, they end up camping out in your half, man. Because then they have no real fear on the other. On
That's
the
what I'm
break.
saying. We're not giving them nothing to
That's
think
it.
about.
That's it.
What's that?
CBS need us like a 3-minute thing.
Okay.
I always felt that if we were going to sit off Bayern at times, and fair play, we've actually had a go, you know, in terms of having a bit of possession. But it's not a full throttle press, is it?
Yeah.
I think, see where Martinelli is there, very deep, in line with the midfield. I still think you want him just that touch higher.
Well, so the problem is Saka's also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So there's not a single one of those wingers that's carrying that threat just on the shoulder to give them something to think about.
But again,
Oh, we need to wake up. That needs to be our wake-up call.
some of Real Madrid's individual quality is unbelievable. What Rodrigo and I think Vinicius just did there, or Carvajal and Vinicius just did there.
Yeah, they're a problem.
Unreal. Couldn't
They're a
quite see who the winger was. TV's quite small, but here come Bayern. And now the last 5-7 minutes has really been theirs, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
I think
they're
we did
moving
well
the-
first 20, but that's okay. Tommy's still with them. I don't mind that. Just the ball goes into the box, headed out by Saliba.
Very good header.
That is really good.
Very good header.
And that's good from Saka, you know. Could have
Well
just
done.
headed it into the space he wants to run into. Then loses it. 2 players on him.
Yeah, you should have played for the throw there in hindsight.
Yeah. Also just to give us some respite, take a throw and settle in possession.
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty even in terms of passes completed and pass accuracy.
Not a lot in it.
But they've definitely carried more threat.
Pavanja, I think you keep sending in the same super chat. So thank you, I appreciate the contribution, but you sent it in, I think, 3 times.
Which one?
The Zinni turned his back on Gabriel, Watkins hit the post, tried to not make Tini on the edge of the
No,
box.
that's because it's a big super chat. It stays there for a while.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah.
There you go. Well then, Pavanja, I can only be
Played.
grateful.
Well
Tommy,
done, Tommy.
you.
Stuck to task.
Didn't need to do that.
Okay, we got that.
Got away with that.
Let's go, boys.
Laurie is currently off chatting to CBS. Big up to him. Here's Gabriel. Yeah, neither team is really trying to press the other into errors, are they? And just,
No one wants to overcommit.
no.
Nice. Come on, man. Quick passing.
That's such a good
Go
ball
on.
from Jorginho.
Well, why didn't you strike it, Odegaard, man?
Stuff like this is going to come
You
back
ain't
and
got
punish us.
fucking time for this.
If not, then he has to lay it off quicker. That's all it is.
There's Martinelli.
He's really frustrated. Look,
He doesn't like the support he's getting down that side.
he just switched at Tommy.
Yeah,
And they're still going at it. Tommy turned around. Conversation was still going on.
yeah.
Because Tommy's dragging defenders into the space Martinelli wants to run into.
Yeah.
Do you get it? You're meant to sometimes drag the man out.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I was wondering, what's
But
he
then if
annoyed
he's
about?
dragging them in, then Martinelli should just go down the line, man. Take it down the
Yeah,
front.
but I think Martinelli might want to cut inside and have a go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
It's Jorginho on the ball.
Yo,
Plays a lovely ball
beautiful.
to
Come
White.
on.
you got to be in
White
business.
lifts it.
That was so poor.
White, you didn't even fucking look up,
That
man.
was poor, man.
You didn't even look up.
I
And
feel like the
Arsenal
better
actually
ball
do
was
really well to win it back.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Was it Jorginho who played that ball to?
Yeah.
Nice.
Out to Odegaard, quicker. Yeah.
Inside.
You should have looked for Havertz with the cross rather than go for the cutback. I think that was
Yeah, he didn't look up.
that
That's
was
the
an
problem.
overcoached thing. When you get into this position, cut back, someone will be there. No one was there. Nice passing from Jorginho, man. That's what he's in the team for. He can unlock that area of the pitch for us. Stress.
Yeah, I know.
I remember watching these Champions League nights with nothing but, sadness we weren't in it and pleasure for what football provided. Now I'm here like,
I'd rather have it this way.
any day of the week.
rather have it this way.
Because even before I was watching it like this, I was watching us getting slapped. Even before this stage.
There you go.
Saka doubled up again.
Yeah, Saka. Bit too intricate.
Nice,
but
Tommy.
had
Had
to
get that first.
Odegaard with the effort.
Oh!
And Neuer.
That's what happens when you have efforts. Come on.
Did that take a nick?
They need to have more shots, man.
Yeah.
That took a nick.
Yeah.
It looked like it slowed down.
And I think Neuer had dived early, so
he was
he just had.
wrong-footed?
Yeah, he nearly dived beyond the ball, so he just had to like float in midair. And this was the effort from Musiala.
Great save from Raya.
Pretty box
We're
standard.
giving them something to think about now. Nice, come on.
And here's Havertz.
Why is he moving slow like that?
And here's Saka now.
Saka, what are you doing?
No, he's got to be
think he's
offside.
He's onside. He's on. He's miles on.
He's well off.
No,
I feel like he was off, yeah.
What the? Why is Saka passing to him though?
He shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have
He
done
shouldn't
that.
have.
And why is I thought Havertz is fast. I thought he's fucking fast.
I thought that was going to be a pen when I saw it unfolding, and then Neuer gets there.
That's the offside. So
offside.
Havertz is
Havertz
offside
is
from
offside
that.
anyways,
I think Havertz is onside.
How are you not getting
from the
that
second
anyway?
there.
How is he not getting that anyway? And then
can see-
Saka passes it off.
He doesn't quite commit to it.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't quite commit to it.
No, you're right.
Oh, heavy deflection.
All right, decent little spell.
No, we've now, last 5 has now been us.
It's offside is not an excuse, people. Because if it was onside, we fucked it. Be a bit more fucking.
Win that. Don't let them get that.
We've actually done really well with those second balls so far in this game.
Much better than the first leg.
Yeah.
Much better than
Yeah.
the
Second balls, it just felt like everyone went to Harry Kane. Here's Rice. Go on.
Nice.
It's Rice on the ball.
Fucking hell, his
back
neck
into
is only
shade.
turning right.
And now they're back into
Gabriel is there with acres of space in front of him. What's this right thing all the time?
Well played. Here's Jorginho.
What you got, Georgie?
Into Odegaard. And actually,
Martinelli, fuck's
You've got to
sake,
score.
Marty.
You've got to
Fuck's
score.
sake.
and that was
You've got to score.
that was the big chance.
You've got to score.
It's good from Odegaard.
It's brilliant football.
Brilliant.
No, sorry.
That is
sorry.
shit. That is
What?
absolute shit.
He can take it. He can actually.
He can
set
take a
it.
touch if he
yeah,
wants.
he can set it.
But he
can-
shouldn't need a touch.
It was there to be hit on the half volley.
Come on, Arsenal. Playing well.
Silly
Yeah,
foul.
I thought the ref was going to give that.
Martinelli fucked up, man. Make up for that.
I don't want this to be.
Can't
one
be
of those
moaning on one side. You get your fucking chance. Do something.
Here's Goretzka. Sane. 1-on-1 with Martinelli. Tomiasu's dropped deep to track the runner Kimmich.
Played.
Work.
Rice wins it back. Havertz back to Rice and
Ooh,
Jorginho
well done, Jorginho.
Risky though.
showing brilliant
That was risky.
composure. Welcome back to Laurie.
How was that, Laurie?
Well, couldn't get no connection, but could hear a lot of stuff going on over here. Sounded
you
like
missed it.
we were in the
should have scored.
ascendancy.
We should have scored. Martinelli
There was a chance
had a
for
lot
Gabriel.
of time, edge of the 6-yard box, straight at the keeper, but either side of the keeper and it's in.
Oh, really? That clean?
Brilliant bit of football to lead up to it as well. That was just
Oh my
ridiculous.
god, this guy malfunctioned.
Yeah, that was a pure malfunction.
He recovered well, though.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're the better side, right? From what you
Since
guys
you've
are.
gone, yeah. Like I don't mean it like that, but I mean,
Yeah, I
since
know, I
you've
know
gone,
you
we've
mean.
actually we've caused them problems.
What are the match stats, Frank?
So in terms of the match stats, obviously we were dominating possession fairly early, a lot early on in the game. But Bayern Munich is certainly getting back into it. I think it was the spell that you was referring to around the 20th to 30th minute. So in terms of possession, we've seen 54% of the ball to Bayern Munich's 46 now. Both teams have had a total of 3 shots, and both seeing only 1 shot on target, which I found interesting. I'm not sure that Odegaard's shot counted as an on-target shot. Which is a shame, of course. We've attempted 207 passes and completed 195, which works out at 94% pass accuracy. Bayern Munich have attempted 170 and completed 149, which works out at 88%. But in the last 5 minutes or so, I think we're certainly getting back into the game, and it's looking very promising. Come on, Arsenal.
In the other game, Man City have gone close a couple of times, notably a shot from Kevin De Bruyne that forced a really good save from the keeper. Not that one you're seeing there, one a bit earlier.
No, but Real Madrid will have exactly what they want, a lead to protect. And Rudiger, players like that will be relishing that battle. Remember last year when they lost 4-0 there? They never...
It's a long time to keep City out playing like
It
that.
is,
though.
but it's also a long time for City to try not concede something else to, Real Madrid on the counter. Here's Kimmich.
We've been giving Kimmich so
Oh,
much time
too
on
much
the ball.
And
space.
here's Musiala.
So much time
But
on the ball.
Jorginho
Oh, great tackle.
does really, really well.
Because you know what? He had to
get that
time
right.
that so well, because if you get that wrong there,
But this all comes from us constantly standing off Kimmich.
the timing.
Like,
Lee
we're
is-
forgetting he's a midfielder. Like, don't leave him like he's a fullback.
Lee is asking Turkish to chill. Wouldn't be a brave man.
Literally.
Seek says,
How can people say chill though?
well,
Like, this world gone mad.
he's
You
also.
just missed a fucking chance to go 1-0 up away at Bayern in the Champions League quarter final, and people saying chill.
Was that his face?
Straight
It's
in the
emotion,
face.
man. It's emotion.
I'm going to read this super chat. It's not me. It's not my words. I just want you to know that.
Put his disclaimer in early.
He's Seek says,
You might want to give a no comment interview.
what's wrong with Turkish? So emotional today. Chill, support the team, stop shouting like a madman. Honestly, you guys just love it when it's rosy. Anyway, moving on.
What a wanker.
I was literally about to say, my professional advice, don't answer that. Too late.
going on?
Too late.
I'm just I love you,
What's actually
Turkish. I'm
happening?
just
no idea.
So they've tried to play the ball while the Arsenal players are off the pitch essentially, but the referee's not having none of it.
Quite right.
It's a head injury, isn't it? What's wrong with him?
Quite right.
What's your
Frank,
shut
explain
up,
that one more time. Let's go
Yeah,
over
so
the queue.
obviously there was a bit of confusion on the commentary as well. What I understand, I think the Bayern Munich players have tried to play the ball. Obviously, we know it's a head injury on Bukayo Saka, but they've just tried to continue the play, and the referee just wasn't having none of it. And rightly so, it's a head injury. You can't carry on playing. You could have a concussion.
And not only was it a head injury, it was clearly authentic. You could see the ball hit him, went down heavily.
Come on.
Come on now.
Let's get the ball. Now, can we look? Give it to Jorginho. Oh, bloody hell, we've asked him to do a lot there. Well done. Kai actually did well to get a throw out of that.
That's all he could have done there.
Busy says, I don't get the reference. Turkish angry like Adam Sandler. Okay. Says, in the Uncut Gems. Do you get the reference? I don't get the reference.
In Uncut Gems?
Yeah.
No, I remember anger management though.
Okay. Good performance so far.
Oh. City are in.
Come on, Rice, follow it up. What's he bouncing about for?
Oh, no, they haven't.
That's a foul. He's played on.
Nice.
Jorginho again.
That's our ball.
Jorginho unlocked the slide tackle.
That's our ball. Has he given the free kick now?
Yeah, he's given the free kick. Otherwise, I
Waste,
think
man.
it would have been our throw-in.
Waste, man.
Madrid still one up.
Very even that game, isn't it? Four each attempts.
I tell you what, all four managers did not feel like having a repeat of last night's Champions League action. I think they all thought, let's.
Go to him.
You see what Neuer did there? He dummied the kid. He's a character, that guy.
He's utterly superb. Oh,
Right,
right.
punish,
Forcing the error.
punish,
Odegaard
go
comes
on,
away with it.
punish.
Give it to Havertz. Oh, wow,
That was shit. That was
Was
shit. That was shit.
I didn't think that was that shit.
It's a foul, thank you.
We've just nicked the ball back 2 yards outside the box. Odegaard, number one, should be playing in Rice. Doesn't his head turn to the right? Playing Rice, he's running into the box, James.
Why are they showing us a foul, man? Could we see the chance we had?
And then Havertz just, come on, find your man.
I don't think it should have been.
Here we go.
I don't think it should have got to Havertz.
That was an excellent
Great.
bit of
See the space
press.
over-
No, Rice,
Yeah.
through.
I don't think it should
The
have
ball,
got
the ball's not Turkish. With all due respect, the ball's not onto Rice.
That ball wasn't on.
If he
Sure,
takes
am
it
I going
earlier,
mad? That
if he
ball,
take- if he
James.
takes it
But if he
earlier.
does, so he's.
I'm going to be on
get-
tactical on Monday, just to
if he
show
takes it
you,
earlier.
that ball was on,
He's
James.
got possession back, and
James.
he'd have to instantly know that Rice has made that run and no one's available. As he's
And
got his
if
back
you've
to
just
goal.
nicked the ball back in a position just outside the box, surely you think the man is running into the box, James. Surely. Odegaard's our playmaker.
This doesn't look good, man. He's
Do you remember in that game where he should have cut it in and you thought that the pass wasn't on, then you saw it later and said, all right, the pass was on. You're going to do the same with that one there.
He's holding
Maybe.
the front of his knee there, man.
Hope he's all right.
It doesn't look comfortable at all.
Yeah.
Connor says, "Love the passion, Turkish. You get it. I'm the same."
Some people can watch it quiet. That's fine. I don't really like. I'm not here to judge how people want to watch games.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. If you've got a problem with it. You don't have to watch it. How can people click YouTube, click AFTV, watch it, and then say, get Turkish off or stop moaning. Like,
I
don't
get
watch it. The fuck?
I get that. People go.
Man has a point.
People go. James is boring. I'm like, well, I can't really take myself off.
Good
Well,
ball! Havertz! Oh!
Unlucky.
Good ball from Rice.
Had opportunities.
Garbo Staunton says, Turkish, big up yourself. Don't listen to these other fans. It's the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We need to win. Love the passion. Happy Sappy also says, big up Turkish. Emotional during a game, but gives the most rational analysis after it. And then Baumdeuter says, please stop talking about the City game. Well, Baumdeuter, just for you, as you so kindly asked, I'll stop talking about it. City on the attack here.
Who's there? Who's there?
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Turn.
Go.
He's going right again.
Too long.
The fucking space is...
Too long.
I'm going mad.
Well played, is Rice.
Nice,
Good
Rice.
feet.
Nice. Go
His
on,
own
come on.
guard.
Magnificent.
No,
That
the
was
guard
poor.
again.
That was
Forced it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, Declan Rice is having a very good game.
William, you need...
Oh, well played.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Classy bastard,
Hey,
that
we can get a goal in this first half.
What was the
you know.
need though?
And there was no need for
There
that
was no
switch
need,
either
man.
from Rice.
That was shit.
There was no need for that switch.
Nice, Tommy, nice.
has done brilliantly
Go on,
there.
Havertz.
Clip the ref as well.
That could have gone to Bukayo.
Yeah,
it
that
could
now
have
that
been.
should have gone earlier.
Is it me? But I see Declan Rice controlling that midfield. Man.
He's doing well. Jorginho, I think, has been the standout of the midfielders so far.
Nice. Come on.
That's lovely football.
Nice.
Oh, I don't mind the
Go
attempt
on.
to turn.
There we go.
That's
There's a bit
nice.
more
Here's
space
Tommy.
down here.
One
Now-
to Martinelli.
Bomb it.
One on with
Again.
Kimmich.
Again.
Tommy goes for the left-footed cross,
Instruction for sure.
but White actually does really well to set himself.
Unlucky.
Should have done better with a shot though.
Fair enough.
Unlucky.
The Turkish LDN army are in. Darren says, don't listen to the noise, Turkish. I agree with everything you're saying. My man gets it. Hey, Hardy says, love the show, guys. All the way from Abu Dhabi. Turkish, nothing wrong with a little emotion. Black Hole says, we are playing in quarters after 15 years. Oh, sorry, right. We missed chances in the home leg. We have every right to be passionate about missed chances today. Yeah, I hear it.
Watch out.
Play Saka.
Good.
Stress.
I think we're playing very well. to
We
be
are,
honest.
but I'm looking at the Martinelli chance that you weren't here for. I'm looking at where Martinelli was in the 6-yard box. I'm looking at a couple of what I would call half chances where the opportunity was there and we didn't quite play the ball. Then the Rice ball onto Kai's head. These are all things that ultimately, in games that are decided on such fine margins, you've got to take one of those.
Thank
You've
you.
got to take one of those.
For me, the only real, like...
The Martinelli one.
Yeah, that Martinelli one has left it, because either make proper connection with it, put it, but I get, okay, it's on your weaker foot, so set yourself. You need to be aware of what's around you. It actually doesn't touch, hit, because you don't have to adjust your body. That's why I was defending Erdogan a little bit more with that pass to Rice. Turkish is right, he's got the quality to pull that off. I'm always a little bit more sympathetic when I appreciate the players got to turn, look up, execute. Martinelli for me...
You don't have to turn. Ozil wouldn't have turned. And I'm not saying he's got the quality of Ozil, but Odegaard's got enough quality to do that.
Yeah,
Out of the blind side of his... You get what I'm saying? He's got that in him.
He does.
But also, he's got a shimmy or two in him that slows things down a bit.
We haven't spoken about the Erdogan shimmy in a while, have we? We must be watching our watch logs.
Seen it a couple of times today.
Oh, here's Jorginho. Look at the positions, right? Jorginho wide right there, essentially right back. Look at where Saka is. Look at where White is. Arsenal are definitely mixing up their build-up shape. They're not just trying to play the same old way. They're trying to throw different questions at Bayern.
Martinelli
I don't know about you
playing
guys, but I'm
increasingly
really
frustrated, man.
encouraged by this.
Yeah,
I
for sure,
must
yeah.
admit, I expected Bayern to have more of the ball. I expected them to.
I'm encouraged, but I'm definitely nervy.
Yeah.
You're right, Laurie, you're right.
Yeah, I'm feeling. Oh, look at that!
This is a much better performance.
Oh, God! Unlucky.
This is a much better approach to the game than I expected, you know, for a team
Why
who
is
are
he
going to
allowed
have a
to
go.
carry the ball like that? Why is he allowed to carry the ball like that?
Oh, it's good work ethic. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Sane. Sulman, same people complain about Turkish are the same who complain when the Emirates is quiet. You're either passionate or not. Turkish, right as with Villa game, wasted chances can bite us hard. # hold the standards.
The clue is in the name. He's Turkish, man. The Turkish people are very passionate, aren't they?
Yeah, in general.
They
yeah.
are. So, what do people expect?
Now, Eric Dyer on the ball for Bayern. Does Bayern have a spell of possession? Weird half.
I think we should have got a goal in that period, man.
I feel the same.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
But I feel encouraged we can still get.
For sure.
Do you know why? The Villa game was 45 minutes of all-out press. I haven't seen us look like we've sort of just had our foot
But
on
you
the
know
gas.
the first goal gives you that comfort. If Bayern get the first goal in this game,
Well done,
it's gonna be
Saka.
very-
Well done, Saka.
Ref.
Ref, you got to pull it back though.
Really?
Just because he's got away from that first foul, and then he's tackled fairly, it was still a foul in the first place. Well
Not a
done, Ben
handball.
White.
It's not a handball.
No.
It's not a handball.
Inside. Well, nice.
Giving it good.
Spread.
But
Martinelli was in
Odegaard, that
acres.
he's
Martinelli
got-
was in acres.
Look at what he's just done to Declan Rice there.
Odegaard's fucking about
Martinelli
today,
was
bro.
in acres there.
He's
Yeah.
fucking about.
Yeah, and instead he went with what I think he thought was the simpler option, but you've got to be braver in that situation.
Tapping it with the outside of it, just fucking pass the ball.
Yeah. 1 minute stoppage time. And City still putting pressure on Madrid. Here's Kimmich. Dyer. Mazraoui on the ball. Lima.
I found myself having to remind myself to breathe every 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. Martinelli 1-1 with Sane. Big job there he's got to do.
Yeah.
But he has actually, to be fair to him, protected Tomiyasu fairly well. Here's Goretzka.
Yeah, since that ball over the top where Tommy misjudged it, we haven't had nothing from that side.
Nope.
Yes, Martin.
Dare I say, unless there's something I missed when I was away, Kane's not been inconsequential.
No, when you was away, it was all us. That's when the pressure started from us.
Half time.
Half time, everyone. And you're right about Harry Kane. Thought first 5 minutes could have scored, but it's 0-0 as we go into half time. I think my reflection of that half is absolutely fine. That's kind of all I can say. I think a great half is taking your chances, maybe creating a little bit more with the transition moments, the winning the ball high up the pitch, the space we found. But I'm going to call this a brave performance so far. Getting on the ball and trying to dictate proceedings in Munich, I like.
I think we could have been a bit braver on the ball.
Took us a while to get to it.
Yeah.
But what I was saying before the game was, in a game like this, if you go there and you just don't get stung, and then you have the opportunity to grow into it later, fair enough. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't take a 0-0 at half time.
I'll tell you what, I'm very satisfied with what I've seen there, because not only have we not conceded, but we actually looked the better side.
You haven't seen the Martinelli chance. Wait till you see that and then come back to me.
Yeah, listen, when you're on top, you should score. So absolutely, I hear you on that. But what I'm saying in terms of a first half performance,
Yeah.
that's probably better than I expected.
Decent. It's a decent performance.
Without the goal,
it's a decent
that's
away
better than I
performance.
expected.
It's a decent away performance.
All right, everyone. We're going to go to Frank for the half-time show. Frank, I'm going to leave you as well with A1 Super Chat, if you don't mind taking that, as you discuss everything else from what was a nervy, tentative first half. That showed some quality as well. Big 45 to come as Madrid lead at the Etihad as well. Catch you in a sec.
Half-time, Bayern 0, Arsenal 0. And I'm just going to start off with that super chat from A1. Thank you for the super chat. Rice never scores that. Weak foot, man on his shoulder and Neuer coming out. Plus, he would need to take the touch there to set himself. I can't quite remember the chance that you're speaking about, but I'm not sure if it was Rice or not. I think the one that Neuer came out for, was it Rice? It might have been Rice, actually. Yeah, I think I remember now. But like I said, half-time here. Thoughts on the half so far? I think I pretty much agree with everyone. I'm quite happy with what I've seen so far, but I'm going to remain cautiously optimistic. And the reason behind that is obviously I'll get into the stats. I think it's been a very, very 50-50 game so far, and nothing sums that up more than the possession stats. Exactly 50-50 between Bayern Munich and between Arsenal. We've seen a total of 6 shots with 3 on target. Bayern Munich have only had the 4. And we've still limited them to the 1 on target, thankfully. So I think we're playing really well in terms of our defensive work. And I'm just hoping we can see a lot more of that in the second half. In terms of the passing, Arsenal have attempted 279 passes, completed 259, which works out at 93%. Bayern Munich have attempted 271 and completed 240, which works out at 89%. Now, the reason that I say cautiously optimistic. I'm happy with the way we played. I expected us, sit back a little bit in this game and, soak up some of the pressure and try and hit them on the counter-attack. Certainly hasn't been the case. There were long periods of that first half where we saw a lot of the ball and were attacking. The only criticism that I have of this Arsenal team, and it's something that we've seen a lot, especially over the last 2 games, we haven't been able to make the most of the opportunities that we've been given. Some of them have been golden opportunities from unforced errors, just errors in general from Bayern Munich. And this is exactly what we saw in the first game against Bayern Munich. And what happens is, when you don't pounce on these mistakes and, take your chances, teams like Bayern Munich will punish you for this. Bayern Munich are going into this game off of one of the biggest, almost embarrassments in their history. They've won the league, I think it was 10 times in a row, before obviously Bayern Leverkusen won the league this weekend. And they could be going trophyless if they go out of the competition today for the first time in, I think, around 12 years. So, it's not a fantastic season for them, and they're going to be, they're out for blood today. This is the only competition they've got left to still win. You're not going to sit back and just, let us win. And I think that's what we're seeing in this game so far. But let's look at the individual performances so far. We'll start off with David Raya. Not had much to do in this game, of course. Only the one shot on target from Bayern Munich at the moment. And I think that shot was the one from Jamal Musiala, if I'm not mistaken, which forced quite a good save out of David Raya. So, there's not much to say there about David. And I'm hoping that we see a lot more of that in terms of him not having much to do in that second half. Ben White, I think, has looked pretty good down that left-hand side. Again, the partnership between him and Saka, for me, is fantastic. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, obviously, we know how good these two guys are. They've not had the best of games over the last 2 games, of course. But I think today, they've looked pretty solid. Don't get me wrong. I think they've both had individual, I think there was one misplaced pass from Saliba or Magalhaes, and the other one, it was a slip of some kind. I can't quite remember which one was which. They've both had a moment in this game, and I'm hoping, based on the way they're playing across the whole 45 so far, that it was just a moment, because I've not seen anything particularly too worrying from them so far. So I'm hoping for more of the same in the second half, of course. Takahiro Tomiyasu. I'm just going to smile because I think he's played absolutely fantastic today so far. I was so worried that we were going to see the likes of Zinchenko or a Kivior up against Leroy Sané today. We saw that it didn't work at all in the game at home. Kivior twisted and turned for the whole time he was on the pitch by Leroy Sané. And then Zinchenko came on, done okay, but, still really couldn't handle Leroy Sané in that game. But Takahiro Tomiyasu seems to be doing very well with him. I think there was one moment where there was, I think he might have slipped up or beaten for pace or something like that. But apart from that, generally, I think Takahiro Tomiyasu is doing very well down that left-hand side and is sort of further proving why he should be, at the moment, our number 1 left-back until Yuri and Timber comes back. We move on to the midfield. Start on with captain, of course, Martin Ødegaard. It's a weird one for me because I think he's trying to make a lot happen. He's seen a lot of the ball, 30 touches so far. It's just what he's doing with it. Now, he had, I believe, a couple of opportunities to, contribute to a goal in that half. He had the shot on the edge of the box, which, I commend him for taking that shot. It's very rare that we see him take a shot from that distance. We know he can do it because he's scored from that distance in the past. But, I think Turkish says it the best, shimmy king. He usually goes for a shimmy in that position. He didn't. Takes a heavy deflection and then forces, to be fair, good save out of Manuel Neuer. It's just there's a few things. His decision making in this game in the final third hasn't been great for me. He's played a pass where he probably should have taken a shot. He's taken a shot where he should have made a pass. There's been a few of those. And I think if he can just get rid of that, then I think he's going to be a very important player in this second half, is Martin Ødegaard. Jorginho, fantastic. Just like Tomiyasu for me, I think one of the better players of the half is really controlling that midfield. If you look at the passing, he's completed 35 of his 36 passes attempted today, which works out at 97%. 43 touches as well. I think he's having a really solid game. I know a lot of people were calling for Thomas Partey to start this game. Me personally, I completely understand why he went for Jorginho in this game. He's been in great form since the turn of the new year, or should I say since the bye trip. And Thomas Partey hasn't played many minutes this season. Obviously, it's not his fault that he's been injured. But it's a situation where I think it would have been a massive risk to play Thomas Partey or start Thomas Partey in a game where he's not seen a lot of minutes building up to it. So I completely understand the inclusion of Jorginho in this starting 11. I'm just going to cut myself for a little while because I'm just seeing the Martinelli opportunity again, and I will get onto this. I think it's such a great opportunity to score, and similar to I'm not saying it's as bad as Leandro Trossard one against Aston Villa, but I feel like you have to be taking these chances, and I feel like that's probably the best chance of this half. From Gabriel Martinelli in that half. It's just, we just need to take these chances, absolutely. Just to finish off the midfield as well, Declan Rice, solid as always. I don't think Declan Rice, the only probably criticism I would have of him is something the Turkish brought up in that first half. He always seems to look towards that right-hand side, and there's definitely been better options in certain parts of the game for him to go to, but he just needs to get that one-dimensional, thought process out of his head of it. It has to go to Bukayo Saka because there's definitely other options for him in this game. Martinelli's looked like a problem down that left-hand side, and we'll start with Martinelli for that attacking three. Okay game so far. He's had opportunities. He's created chances. It's just, again, the end product hasn't been there. I think there was one where he was played in and just almost refused to get the shot off, which, blows my mind. I understand there's a lot of people in the box there and it might be a little bit tricky, but it doesn't even look like he goes for the shot. And that really disappoints me because it was, it was a good position, and worst case you're going to miss. But there's no one's going to, complain that you've had a shot, essentially. Bukayo Saka, I think, has been a little bit quiet in this game. I think early on in the game he took on Mazraoui just to see if he was up for the challenge, and he beat his man. And apart from that, not really seen much from Bukayo Saka, and that, it upsets me a little bit because I know he's one of our greater players. He's contributed to, I believe, 31 or 32 goals in all competitions this season. I just want to see a little bit more from him. This is probably why there is still that debate over whether he's of that world-class level, because he tends to disappear in games like this. I personally am not in that debate. I still believe, regardless of how he's played in the last few games or so, he's still of that world-class ability for me. I just want to see a little bit more from him in the bigger games, absolutely. And I'm hoping for a massive second half from Bukayo Saka, because he's the kind of player, the level of ability that he's shown over the last few years, he is the kind of player that's going to get us through a massive game like this in the end, in my personal opinion. And then just to round things off as well, Kai Havertz, I think he's played okay. He's not seen too much of the ball. I think around 14 touches in the first half overall, 75% pass accuracy. I think there was another opportunity for Kai in that game as well. I think he's been offside quite a few times. He's played better. But that's not to say he's played bad at all. And I think that, we're going to see a lot more from him in that second half as well. Just a reminder of some of the facts going into this game. Both looking at both teams, something that, they're not particularly will be thrilled about, that is to be sure. Bayern Munich have won just one of their last 5 knockout games in the Champions League and have been eliminated at this stage in the competition in each of the last 3 seasons since winning the competition in 2019, 2020, and on the Arsenal side as well. Arsenal have won just one of their last 6 away games in European competition against German sides, though that was our most recent match against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League in September 2019. But guys, I'm active in the live chat. What are your thoughts on this first half so far? Are you happy with what you've seen? Are you not entertained with what you see? Would you be making to look any changes at this stage? In my personal opinion, I don't think now is the time for a change, but it all depends on how we come out in the second half. My biggest criticism of Arsenal over the last 2 games specifically is in the game against Aston Villa. We played really well in the first half. We came back out. It was almost unrecognisable. In the home game against Bayern Munich, we were awful in the first half, in my opinion. A lot of defensive errors, obviously conceding the 2 goals as well. And in the second half, we showed up. And obviously, 45 minutes, it's not enough. We need to be able to do it over a 90-minute period in order to win these big games and hopefully progress through to the Champions League final for the first time since 2009, which I believe is the one when we got knocked out to Manchester United, courtesy of that Cristiano Ronaldo free kick, which I remember so vividly. I think I was around 7 years old at the time. Probably one of the best goals I'd ever seen in my life. Let's just look at some of the chats here. Ben Powell says, happy with what I've seen, just need to carry on controlling the ball and take our chances. Easier said than done. No, absolutely. I completely agree with you, Ben. Bayern are no pushover. I completely understand that, they're not having the best season domestically or in their history. Like I said earlier, disappointed not to have won the league for the first time in 10 years, courtesy of Granit Xhaka, of course, as well, which I just wanted to big him up for. Extending Harry Kane's trophyless run. I could obviously include Eric Dyer in that as well. But yes, I completely agree. Bayern are no pushover. It was always going to be a hard tie, you know, coming up against them in a two-legged affair. You know, they've got history in this competition. They've won it on multiple occasions. And, you know, regardless of any sort of form that they're in, it's the Champions League. It means a lot to them. They know how it feels to win it. They want to feel that again. And I feel like it was always going to be a hard challenge. And we were certainly going into this second leg, in my opinion, Bayern Munich were the favourites. You know, I think everyone sort of expected Arsenal to win that first leg. And when we didn't do so, going away to Bayern Munich, you know, away in Germany, it was never going to be an easy game. And I thought that made Bayern Munich the slight favourites for this fixture. A lot of people, just off of that, I mentioned about if anyone would make any changes. A lot of people calling to see Trossard come into the game. And I'm there. I'll be intrigued to know how people see that working, because obviously, naturally, Trossard's a left winger. I don't think there's personally any reason for Gabriel Martinelli to be coming off at this stage. I think he has a much better second half and grows into the game a little bit. Would you be looking to see potentially, you know, Leandro Trossard go up top for a Kai Havertz? Maybe he brings off Jorginho and brings Kai Havertz into the midfield, which I really hope he doesn't do. But it wouldn't be the first time we've seen that, of course. So, you know, it's just something potentially that he could do. And I think a lot of people were agreeing that Bossard for Havertz and put Trossard up top. I could see that happening. You know, I wasn't particularly worried about the fact. Obviously, I know he's been in fantastic form recently, but I wasn't worried about the fact that we saw Leandro Trossard on the bench today. Again, I was very happy with the lineup. I actually thought it was the perfect lineup for us in this game. He's proven time and time again that Leandro Trossard is a better player coming off the bench for Arsenal, and I think this would be the perfect game for him to come off the bench, because, you know, we need that clinical striker, you know, and we see it in the last game when he came off the bench against Bayern Munich and scored the equaliser. I'm just getting the goal here from Manchester City as well, just to remind you guys. Of course, Real Madrid are leading 1-0 away at the Etihad, and if it stays like that, they will advance through to the semi-finals. Because obviously the aggregate score is Manchester City 3, Real Madrid 4, and of course it was a fantastic goal from Rodrigo. And, you know, yeah, I don't think it's necessarily an upset. People were saying that's an upset, but I think, you know, Real Madrid's a massive team, one of the most successful team in Champions League history. I wouldn't be surprised to see Real Madrid go through here, and I would much actually prefer if Real Madrid go through, because I would be well up for that challenge if we were to get through to the semi-finals and go on to face our Real Madrid side. But anyway, guys, the players are coming out for the second half. A big second half ahead away in Munich for the Arsenal. Can we get it done? We will find out in the next 45 minutes. James, back to you.
And we may not find out in the next 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Is my mic on? Yes, it is. Just checking. Production was getting mad at me. All right, everyone. We're back for the second half, kicking off very, very soon. I was...
Another huddle.
I was tweeted by Maulik on X, Twitter, where it's bloody called now. We need Jesus' trickery, Partey's line-breaking passes. I think Jorginho's done really well in terms of receiving and passing through the lines, but I agree on Jesus. I mean, Havertz, for me, hasn't done enough in this game. I'd give it 15, 20 minutes, but I can see Arteta giving him most of the game. But let's see. I think Jesus is a part to play in this. As we get ready for the second half, Stuyvenberg there alongside Arteta. Who's nervous, who's confident?
You can be both. You can be both, you know.
Yeah, Yeah.
I don't think Bayern will be as passive in this half as they were in the first.
By the way, Odegaard, what was that?
That was rash.
He just absolutely swiped at it.
That was a decent chance, isn't it?
That was a decent chance.
On its left foot as well.
Yeah. If you can hit it that high, you can hit it more on target. Like, as in, what I mean is it wasn't some really difficult shot.
Much more aggressive press from us already, look.
Yeah, that concerns me.
I know.
Is this the opposite of Villa? Where Villa, we sort of gassed out second half. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we wanted to be a little bit more reserved for the first, to give more to the end of this game. Who knows?
It's just allowed to sort of carry the ball head up.
Maybe they're not worried about stopping, although that would be a mistake.
Oh, that's off the post.
The post.
And it hit the post as well.
Man.
That all starts with Kimmich just being allowed to roam, and this was happening in the first half.
Yeah, I totally jinxed it.
Was that a double?
Maybe they were trying to follow the person he gives it to.
We get away with that. We completely get away with that. He might have been just off. No, it wasn't.
It was actually Goretzka's header.
That could have gone anywhere.
Good block. Was that Saliba or White?
Saliba, but that's luck.
No, I think it hit White. I
Was
mean,
it?
maybe Saliba, I don't know.
It's a great ball.
Oh, they've hit the ball.
I feel like that's Saliba. Oh God, no.
Can't quite tell who it was. Anyway, corner for Bayern. Okay, early strikes for both teams.
Yeah, but one was a lot more deadly looking than the other, mate.
Yes. Just trying to have hope, sure.
All right.
Ball's about to come into the box. And it does. It's floated to the back post. And
Right,
actually,
Saliba.
Gabriel does really well there.
Come on, Gabriel.
Saliba.
I can't get it past him.
Martinelli.
Oh,
Referee, man. Come on.
Says it's a foul.
Come on.
By Martinelli. Not sure what for.
That's nonsense.
Mazraoui's down here.
He's not hurt. That's absolute gas.
What, that's the foul?
Come on.
Ref, that's pathetic, man. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe that.
No,
it was given by them.
Yeah, it was given by them.
Nonsense.
Huge let off there.
Goretzka with the first chance. When I saw it, I thought uncharacteristic miss by Harry Kane, but obviously it
Jorginho
wasn't
lost
his.
his man there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what's quite clever about it. Goretzka running in, they're following Harry Kane, but he's got the free header. Ball comes in again here. Well headed out by Tomiyasu, I think it is.
Don't foul him.
And
Well done,
Havertz does well to help her to
Play
go.
first time? Ah, unlucky.
No.
Get rid.
Yeah, just boot it, please. Thank you.
Well done, Jorginho.
Oh. Come on, Havertz.
That was bullied. That was bullied.
Isn't that what you meant to try and hold?
Oh!
Oh, my word. Martin was just there. I'm so
but
used to being so
Neuer
deep.
got that so right.
That's brilliant from
Neuer
Neuer.
got that so
Neuer
right.
got that.
That
Bang
was
on.
incredible. That was incredible.
Guerrero gives it back to
Just
Mazraoui.
Left him.
Musiala
Thank you.
gets it wrong. Oh, guys.
Tommy, contact lens, don't worry.
No.
Contact lens.
Yeah. It better be his contact lens.
That's great from Neuer.
Yeah.
I've got to give credit where credit's due.
Brilliant.
And it's not even like an aimless header, it goes to his player. You know what I mean?
A what
He's
header?
got the composure to not just let off an aimless header there, he gives it to his player.
What header?
Aimless.
Oh, aimless.
What was I saying?
Oh, no, you said aimless. I heard something else. But that's fine.
Jesus fuck.
So, I
The thing is,
thought,
I know what you heard, having said it now, but I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
fair
it.
enough. It's a new term for tactical insight.
I'm already getting rinsed for being in a suit. I don't need to get clipped up for saying what I think you heard, bro. It's fine.
I think it is a contact lens there, guys, that he's putting back in.
It is. Don't worry, Tommy. We've all been there, bro. It's all good.
You wear contacts?
Yeah, man. I had glasses since the age of 10.
And what, you're too good for glasses now?
No, do I really want to bore the viewers with this?
No.
Right.
Go on. It's a break and play.
The optician said that my eye number was going up because I was wearing glasses. He said contact lenses would ensure that your eyes don't get worse at that rate. And he was
Oh,
right.
wow.
And he was right. Apparently it's something to do with the distance between your eye and the lens when you wear glasses.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry about that, boys. That was quite boring.
Well, it was either that or go to Frank in the information station, so...
Should have gone to Frank.
Kidding, I love you,
Should have
Frank.
gone to Frank.
I love you, Frank. I love
Definitely
you.
should have gone to Frank.
Some gentle comedy. Some gentle
It took me a
comedy.
while to process what you'd said there, but much appreciated, James. Much appreciated.
Love you to bits. 50 minutes gone. And actually, Bayern have had the better of this first 5 minutes of the second half.
It does. I mean, I know it's only been a few minutes, but do you guys agree? It looks like both teams are just going for it a little bit more in this half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like no one wants to risk penalties or...
Go on, Bukayo.
Oh, Saka.
Go on, B.
Has got the better
Come
of
on.
Mazraoui here. And Dyer, he's kept the ball. Saka still one on with Dyer. Rolls it back to Ødegaard. It's not a bad touch, but it goes wide to Tommy. They got players back, but...
That was.
Oh, that's where you see Tommy Asu's a defender.
Yeah.
Definitely more open. It feels like the teams are conceding spaces they weren't in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Big throw.
What did you say?
He said big throw.
Turn him.
What did you hear now?
Yeah.
Well done.
That's good from
Come
Tommy.
on. Martinelli!
Martinelli!
Oh, heavy
Shit
touch.
touch, man. Shit touch. That was excellent from Tommy.
It was like he tried.
Come
Did he
on,
get a
ref.
He's given
Come
a foul.
on, ref.
Oh! Oh, Real Madrid! Nearly dribbled it into their own net. Nacho, pressed by Haaland. Bloody hell.
He rounded his own keeper.
He rounded his own keeper, should have just put it out and let his keeper take it. He ended up taking it round him, almost into his own net. Bloody hell.
Oh.
So,
It's just
Gabriel
an
gives the
unnecessary risk.
yeah, it was.
Unnecessary
But we've
risk.
got to come away with the throw.
Oh, this is not good for my health.
We need more stories just to calm me down, distract me from
I
this,
can't.
the
I can't.
stress of this
But
match.
you seem calm enough to be able to glance to the right and watch the other game, bro. I can't even do that.
It helps me keep distracted from the stress of this.
Fine.
Just to go, oh, what's going on over there? Erdegaard actually does well there.
done.
Played
Heads
Erdegaard.
it into
Right,
white.
straight to him.
And here's Saka, go and run at him,
They
Saka.
can't double up on you here, man.
This
You've
is your
got to go
moment.
down the
Come on.
line.
No,
I
no.
don't see the
Corner.
need. I
That's
don't
going to be
see
a
the
goal
need.
kick. It's a goal
How have
kick.
they not
It's a
ki-
goal. It is a goal kick. It came back off Saka. That was
doesn't he
the
take
first thing I'm
the
going to say
line
about
for
him.
one?
That was shit about. That was shit from Saka. He's tried the through the legs before.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, goal kick.
He's tried the through the legs about 2 minutes before, and I think sometimes you got to just
Not
try and
foul.
whip it in, because at the very least you might win a corner or something. But you just got to be direct. It doesn't always have to be a trick or
Yeah, he's got to get his act together.
putting off something like that. Just
Next one-on-one, he's got to do it.
Because there was no one
Something
close
needs to
enough to
happen.
double up on him there.
I think he lacks some of that. I don't know whether it's agility, or the electric side of it. That, you know, if Sané gets in that position, his first touch is going straight into that one-on-one.
Natural wingers instinct.
Saka's his first touch
that's
is
a
more
lovely
to,
ball from Jordan.
And well done to Larry. Yellow
Ref!
card.
That's a yellow.
That's a yellow.
Yellow.
Has to be.
No, he's not giving nothing.
It's got to
Ref.
be yellow.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, here we go. There we
Take
go.
your time. Well done. It's
Right
a yellow
decision.
card.
Is that the first one of the game?
I
Yep.
think so. I think so. I actually think that's fair to say that Saka maybe lacks a natural burst, like
The initial.
the first two steps.
Yeah.
He's not, but it's when he gets full going.
He can grow into that.
He's very, very quick. But yeah, in the way that I'm trying to think of wingers that. I mean, Martinelli.
Go on now, this is it. This
Recently.
is your one-on-one.
Go on.
Let's get in there. Rubbish.
It was rubbish. I agree.
Yeah.
You know he wants back post with that.
Is Martinelli. That's actually a decent.
No one in there, man.
Too easy.
Both weren't great in hindsight.
Yeah.
Tense.
It's going to have to be an
ties.
excellent ball to beat Neuer from there.
God, Neuer, just slip, just once, get it wrong. Just once. You know, like you've had your time.
Go on.
Oh, God, that's a great pass.
Too easy though, man.
Way too easy.
Play it,
Well
Saka.
done. That's
Play,
brilliant.
lay him, beautiful.
Well
Go
done.
on, Rice.
Well done, Rice. Just keep running at him.
Saka, overlap.
Nice.
Best you could have done there.
Thank
Best
you,
could have done
Declan. And Saka won that ball back for us. Well done. And look at Jorginho. He's asking him. He's telling him to make a particular run.
That's a good ball.
Nice.
That's a good ball.
When you give it early to Martinelli like that, you can actually do something. He puts it. Oh! It fell to Kai Havertz.
Did he clear it?
I think he must have. That can't have been Havertz's touch.
Nah, that was a clearance.
And that's the ball into Kai as well.
Come on.
Come on. Into Erdegaard, but it's just too many touches. They're not getting the right set or the right first touch in order for us to not need
now.
the second or third.
Go!
Come on!
I thought that was a good ball.
It was.
Sorry. I was way too far in front of him. Way too far in front of him.
Is Arteta brave enough? Jesus for Saka, says Retbois. Do you know what? That's not a change I hate, you know. But the thing is, Havertz isn't doing enough up front.
Saka's done more than Havertz in this game.
Way more, way more. I agree.
Go to... Fuck me, come on.
But I don't mind the idea of Jesus out on that right-hand side trying to make some chaos happen.
I think central he'd be the one.
Central.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
foul. Shit.
Fucking hell.
And Jorginho's just been absolutely powered through. Here's Guerrero. Into Gabriel concedes the corner.
What?
Can I say though, that looked a bit silly from Raya as well.
To come out.
Yeah. What's he coming out there for?
I don't know. You're right. But I don't know what the fuck Gabriel's doing, I'll be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if Raya doesn't come out there, Raya's not getting there.
Maybe not, but maybe I'm too quick to blame Raya, maybe.
It was silly.
It just felt to me like he should have recognised that Gabriel was there. I mean, in what situation does Raya need? Maybe he thinks Gabriel will leave it, actually, and I don't know. Anyway, we're overthinking it. A little mistake, doesn't matter. Those are the nerves. Come on, Arsenal, defend this corner. Kimmich. Whips it in.
That's a good
The
ball.
back is a good ball, but Gabriel, I think, gets another header. So hard to tell who it is, but another ball comes into the box, and it's a goal kick.
We'll take that.
Fair play. Arsenal touch wood so far. Defended those set pieces very well.
There have just been openings where a little bit of execution and we create something clear cut, man. And we've definitely got the ability to do it. Because you've seen us do it before. Can't keep letting them slip. This is the highest level. Just have to be a bit more clinical now.
It's Saliba. Big up Frank, just off the chat to CBS. It's Saliba now. That's what I wanted to see a little bit more of. Jorginho and Rice both in build-up. That's good from Saka. Well done, well played. And Jorginho goes for the switch to Martinelli. Good touch, or decent touch.
Yeah, it was behind him. That's all he could do.
Yeah. Oh, a little bad spell of possession. Moose16 says Saka's not done enough this game, but that is a. He's so slow.
How are you not getting there though, man? How are you not getting? What are you complaining about?
He's so slow. Saka's not done enough this game. Would prefer we go left-hand side. I think they're trying both sides, to be fair. Doesn't feel like we're attacking one side more than the other. It's not stuck for Ødegaard today, has it? He's had some nice moments.
Yeah, they've had 2 or 3 around him, but he's got the quality to get out of that.
Yeah. Jorginho lifts one over the top to Havertz. Oh, fuck.
I'm not being harsh by saying
Fucking
he
hell.
really should have kept that in. He really should have kept that
Especially because his first touch was actually all
in.
right.
He gets there. Do you know when he gets there?
I thought that was the moment. The RVP comparisons were about to come true.
That's more comparison to Kai Sennett.
You were wrong. What a bar. What a bar. Nah, I don't even know what to say.
Lorry flip.
I don't even know what to say for that. You're a madman, you know.
Ball goes wide. What's scary is we're having a spell where we pass, and then maybe we get to the penalty area. Then they have a spell.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you think we've had our moment, now we're going to have to wait for them to have their moment before we can have our moment again.
But that's what happens when you've got 2 high-quality sides against each other, man.
Yeah.
Very rarely is it going to be one-sided.
Well, listen, look at Dortmund, right? 2-0.
There you go.
Pull it back to 2-1. Then they go over there, 2-0 up, 2-2. Back to 4-2. Like, you know, both these sides can have their moments.
Well cut out.
Fucking done,
Well
Tommy
cut
Asu.
out.
I fucking love you.
Legs,
Fit.
Tommy, legs.
That is not foul.
It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. An hour gone.
No, gone.
An hour gone.
Well done,
in,
Declan Rice.
well in.
Well done.
First
Go on,
time.
You got to play Martin. No, he's not in. Actually,
Ref.
Delict coming across
Ref.
there,
That
covered
wasn't
brilliantly.
a foul. That wasn't a foul.
Musiala up against Rice. He sat off
Well,
and
too
a
much
bit too
space.
much there for my liking.
Yeah.
That's a good
Corner.
block from Saliba. That's really good from Saliba. The tensions are rising. Stress.
I know.
You're going to have a really annoying football bouncing in your ears, people. I'm very sorry. I just need a stress ball. Does anyone have...
I don't, bro. You want this teddy bear?
Huh?
Do you want this teddy bear?
No, it's alright.
You can get
And
one
I'm
of them
launching it.
stress pets now, then. What do they call them?
Huh?
There's little dogs and stuff you get. Stress pets or whatever
No
they're
idea.
called.
No, but that does not sound like a good idea.
Bring it along to the.
Kimmich into the box.
Ooh.
Yes, high and wide, lovely. Do you, and I'm not going to repeat it, but do you remember when name suggestions were coming in for the Bears? You were on the
Oh,
street.
what Robbie got
Yeah.
done differently. You were there as well with Shah.
was the worst one
Robbie
I've ever
got
heard.
done differently.
It
I
was
just
the
I remember
worst
looking at him
one
and
I've
going,
ever heard in my life.
nah, that's not right. I just went, that's not right.
It didn't even sound like a name.
And Robbie goes, you know what? He set me up well with that one.
It wasn't even bait. It was just, he just said it. And then Robbie went, let's read this one.
Yeah, we'll have this one.
And it had to be when I was on the sofa with him, man.
You next.
Everywhere.
You
Went
next.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's not.
That's not right. That's not right.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
Wait.
Get up. Let's go.
I'm surprised Neuer went back that way.
Nabbit.
Nice. Oh, God,
Unlucky.
nah, man, win that.
We're definitely more aggressive on the press.
Yeah, but comes with its own threat.
Yeah. The game's opening up. Are Arsenal rolling the dice here a little bit? I think we need to get Jesus on this pitch, man.
I agree with you.
I think Kai's done fuck all. And Sane
I don't think.
forces Ryan to claim clearance. Oh! It's 1-0 to Bayern.
And look who it is.
Kimmich.
he just stole in there, didn't he?
And look who it is. The man who has been unmarked all
You know, I
game.
think we were so busy attending to Kane and them, man, that he just stole in from the blind
The
side.
man who has been unmarked all game.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, what, that we're following Kane?
Yeah, and he just stole in from behind.
Head up.
Oh.
Head up, head up, head up, head up, head up.
We need to.
Half
we need
an hour?
to.
Riot's doing the right thing there. They need to.
Half an hour to go.
Come on, there's plenty of time. We can turn this around. Sane.
Watch this. They've
They're
got
watching Kane.
Yeah. And look, see the gap? Yeah, he stole in from the
So
blind
who's
side.
he just run past?
Martinelli and Tommy, look.
Not fucking good enough, man.
Martinelli and Tommy.
It's not fucking good enough. Man just run into the box. Free as a bird, ready to head it in.
They're so busy on Kane's case, they absolutely miss look. See the gap
It's
he
Martinelli
creates?
and Tommy. Martinelli knows he's not with his man and then just stops running. Jorginho's furious at that. Furious at that.
And rightly so. Rightly so. Come on, we've brought it back against him. But okay, now
Still got to score.
all eyes are on Mikel for me. All eyes are on Mikel for me because, granted, the team have given it a decent go. They've played some decent football. They've, you know, they're not just retreating into their half. But
Ah, that's poor.
you need to be brave now. You need to recognise that Havertz isn't in this game.
Oh,
You need
yeah.
to get Jesus in this.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy.
Oh,
Look at that.
no. Here's Sane, 1-1
He's
Tommy
enjoying
Asu again.
himself again.
Charles are up for Bayern. Kimmich. Come on, there's still time. There's loads of time still. Come on. Oh my God. And now Mazraoui's in. And he pulls it back. Edge of the area, Sane skies
God,
it.
they got
lucky
and
there.
they are screaming for a penalty.
We got lucky there.
Right, Arsenal, can you settle the fuck down? And Arteta, can you make some fucking changes, please?
Well, it's coming up to the 70-minute mark, so you'd expect something now.
That's not a pen.
Yeah, we got lucky.
We're lucky Sane skied it.
We got lucky.
That was poor from Sane, if I'm being honest. Luckily for us.
Oh, man.
Arteta, make changes, please. He cannot come away from this 65 minutes and think, yeah, Havertz has done what I wanted him to do today.
I know.
He can't.
I know. Would your only change be Jesus for Havertz then?
It actually would be, you know. Jorginho's still been fine in this game.
I'd
He's getting
fucking
us.
pull Saka to the side as well and say, yo,
Yeah.
come on.
Actually, here's one. I'd almost be tempted to take. I'll give Saka 10 more minutes, but get Trossard false 9 and Jesus on the right. Keep Martinelli where he is. Now, Martinelli hasn't actually been better, but I don't really want to lose any pace and directness. Look at that.
Go on.
He's going to get a yellow. He's done that more than once. Okay, he's letting him off.
This is going to be a real test of our mentality now.
There you go, someone's getting booked. Fine. There you go, Jesus and Trossard.
Yeah, but if he leaves Havertz on this pitch, with what Rice has done, with what Jorginho's off.
Havertz goes into midfield.
Look, I hope I'm wrong, people. I really,
Number 11.
really hope I'm wrong.
Number
But
11
he's going to
off.
move
Number 11
Havertz back into midfield, and I think we lose an out ball. We lose a progressor. Jorginho is getting the ball, keeping it moving for us. And Martinelli comes off, because it's always Martinelli who has to come off. And look, these changes might work. Actually, this worked last week, I will say that.
If we're being honest though, James, it's not been a good game for Martinelli, has it really? I can see that substitution.
Look at that. Look at that.
No, but he's got to get Trossard on there.
It hasn't for Saka or Havertz, has it?
No, it hasn't. I don't have too much complaint with Martinelli coming off. Get Trossard on for sure.
What was that given for? What was that given for?
That's what Trossard said.
You've got to be switched on from this, boys.
Yeah, we have to.
You've got to be switched on from this.
Ball comes into the box.
Ooh.
And they've headed it wide. We've got a goal kick. Okay, come on, we need to not panic. 68 minutes. There's still loads of time to play. Here's White. And this is my concern now. Are we going to basically lose a player in midfield because Havertz is going to linger there up front? Look at him. He's nowhere near. He's nowhere near the midfield. Now, I'm not actually having a go at him when I say this because I don't think it's his job to be. I think he's standing exactly where Arteta wants him. Otherwise, he'd tell him. But look at him. He's just in that pocket. And to be fair, against Brighton, got him behind a few times doing that. But he's not going to have that space in this game. We need our midfielders to get on the ball, try and make something happen. Saka now.
Isolated, crowded out.
Come on, we can get one back.
We
Predicted
can,
1-1.
we can,
Come on.
but in this half, we haven't shown much, man.
No. Trossard now. And we're slipping. Fuck me. Gabriel back to Saliba.
Big.
Paul Rice has a very difficult job now to, I know he's a £100 million player, right? But basically he's got to try and look after the ball for us here.
We've got a lot of them, man.
Well done, Jesus. Well done.
That's a foul, ref.
Well done, Jesus. Well done.
Good work.
Come on. Can still get one back
For
here.
sure, for sure.
Why did he take Jorginho off? He's the one who gets that ball and turns and finds.
And it's not even like you've got Zinni on to sort of pack
Look
out
at
the
that.
midfield. Yeah.
Look at that from Declan Rice. And now we can't.
They're in no
press.
rush. They're in no rush. They're in absolutely no rush. No one touched you.
Foul, not foul. Come on. Look,
Too
our number
easy.
6 has
It's
been
too
turned
easy.
there.
It's too easy.
Look, and now they're running out our midfield.
Yeah, too easy. Look at
Our
that.
defence even.
Man,
Got to say, Kimmich has had a good game actually.
yeah, skimmed him through his legs.
Well done.
Oh.
Corner.
This is all a bit haphazard now, isn't it?
Yeah. Messy as hell.
Feels like the tide's turning, man.
All because Rice had to go and commit to a tackle with no one behind to help.
Oh.
Kimmich into the box. Oh, Dyer. I think got his head to that in the end. Here's Guerrero. Keep watching everyone in the box. I can't believe he's left Havertz on the pitch. We need the players who are going to be brave and want to get the ball.
And
that's what we
honestly,
need.
for anyone in the comments or whatever saying that that might be an agenda, he really has done absolutely nothing.
Done fuck all.
It's nothing to do with who he is or what wage. Nothing. It's literally
Why should
based
there
on
be an
today's
agenda, though?
performance. It's today's
Why?
performance.
But why should there be?
I know.
With the people that say that, why would there be? Why him? Why agenda on him? Why?
I know.
Dickheads.
It's dire.
That shouldn't even be reaching a Bayern player though, man.
At least we did enough to force them into an error. Someone's warming up for Arsenal.
I hope it's Partey.
I don't know. I have a feeling it could be someone like Vieira, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't be Vieira. The guy hasn't brought him on. When's the last time we've seen him?
Arteta does weird things like that.
Yeah,
We brought on
that's-
Eddie against Porto.
Yeah, true.
Saka picks up the second ball well. White does well as well. Saki got well done. Good battling there.
Come on, man. Set piece.
We can do something. Come on, we can. We're
Of course we
capable.
can. Of course we can, man.
Yeah.
This half there hasn't been anything for us from open play.
No.
Nothing.
First half was way better.
Yeah.
And weirdly, it looks like we've been a little bit more aggressive on the press, but not really, you know.
Yeah.
Or is that us looking a bit more desperate? One or the other, isn't it? Saka
That's good delivery.
lifts it to the back post. Neuer touches it out for another corner. Gabriel's having a bit of a pop at Saka.
I thought that was good.
Well,
Unless they had a plan that they were working to, but I thought that was right in that corridor of uncertainty, as they say. Neuer did well to get his hand on it. Well, you don't think that was a good delivery?
there was no one at the back post, so I can't imagine he meant it, if that makes sense. See this one? Let's play it at the back post. That's nice.
He's been good on corners. That's good as well. Oh,
man.
He's given a foul, for fuck's sake. Can you not foul them? And they're bringing on.
Of course, 1-0 up. 15.
They're going to a back five.
Why not?
Gabriel go left back.
I'd do exactly the same.
Actually, that's a good thing for us. Get shots off.
Our players shoot.
Well, they're going to have to. What did Man City do when they were struggling at Madrid last week? They just had fucking shots. 3 of them from distance in the back of the net.
Real Madrid, I've been glancing at the game. They defended really well, Real. Huh?
English clubs frustrated so far.
Nice, come on.
Oh, Saliba though.
That was dog shit.
Here's Musiala.
Too easy.
Oh, it's good.
It is too easy. Come on. Well done, Rice, and it's a corner.
Why are their players allowed to carry the ball like that?
Yeah, I know.
He looked a little bit tired there, Ben White, if you ask me. The way he let him go past him like that. Whether it's physical or mental, I don't know, but it did look a bit jaded in that play there.
City have equalised.
Apparently City have equalised his Doku.
Oh, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
They've deserved that though. Every time I've looked at that screen, they've been threatening. They're just not going. Mind you, there's still a long way to go in that. I mean,
Well, can we find a way?
come on, Arsenal.
Headed up by Jesus.
Let's
Is it
go,
me,
boys.
but I'm not sensing the urgency in Arsenal.
Laurie, I don't think we've had a shot on target this half.
Yeah, I'm not sensing
When
it.
you
man.
got one behind,
I
and it's a
was
knockout
doing
tie,
my best. You know what
15
it
minutes
is?
to go.
I was doing my best not to be too critical. I was allowing the game to play out, but seriously, where's the intensity? We don't look like. I mean, I'm comparing it to that game as well. Every time I've seen City, they've looked.
It was sort of the same
On
against. It was sort of the same against Villa though. When we went 1-0 down, we didn't really look like we were doing anything
Yeah,
about
we never really found a
Nothing
way.
really changed.
No, there's no fire there, man.
Lima, you stood in his way, you fucking idiot.
Sure, just to back up your point as well, we've seen one shot in the second half.
There you go.
Not a single one on target.
Love that from Saliba. Love that from Saliba.
Shout out to the defenders. They've done
Was that
pretty
one
well.
shot, the Odegaard one?
Well, and
Yeah, there you
Saka.
go.
That's a foul, surely.
Make something of this.
It's not a good
Come
angle.
on. Remember what I said about clarity? You know what you've got to do now. You've got to find a goal. Free kick. Odegaard standing over it.
How old is Neuer now? He's getting on a bit as well, isn't he? Is he 38?
37, 38.
Information station coming up clutch.
Yeah, 38 years old.
Odegaard. No, no one's there. Oh!
Jesus Christ.
I didn't think anyone was getting to that.
Did we attack that enough?
I don't think anyone was in position to.
We need to up there.
78 minutes played. Odegaard.
It
Oh.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
I don't think we attacked it as much as we should have done, if I'm being honest.
Still playing out the back, Bayern. Neuer is such a cheat code. Look at the centre backs splitting again. Always have a problem with this. Oh, Kane's going to just take the ball down so easily and then switch it. He was doing that a lot in the first leg. Here's
To be fair to the guys though, Saliba, and they've kept him pretty quiet so far anyway.
Saliba and Gabriel have stood up to it.
Yeah.
They've given the team a platform to go and try and attack from. But we've not done anywhere near enough. And now here's Gabriel. Well done,
Great
Saliba again.
interception by Saliba there. Great.
And Havertz gives the fucking ball
That
away.
was loose.
Get him off the pitch,
That
man.
was so-
He's not done anything. Look, I'll give him credit when he's having good games, sure. And up front, he's done all right in 2024. But he's not added anything to this game. And you can see we're not progressing up the pitch. We don't have midfielders who want the ball, so we're not taking control of this match.
It's got to be Partey.
Partey, Vieira, Smith Rowe, I don't care. Anyone who wants
It's
the
got to be
ball.
Partey, man.
Thank you,
Go on,
Declan
Declan.
Rice.
He's made the run.
Come on.
That's such a
ball!
He's offside.
Well, did he delay the pass
What is
though?
going on?
Did he delay the pass?
I don't give a fuck, Laurie. I don't give a
Because
fuck.
look, he is calling for it there.
Even if he delayed the pass, what is he doing?
Who, Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a piss poor effort, isn't it?
Piss poor.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like diabolical effort.
Touch takes him out wide. Had all the time in the world. Didn't hit the target.
He struck it like a panicked man, like a, ooh, let me just get my foot through this. Fucking set yourself, wallop it on target.
Flag did go up though, yeah.
He did.
It would have
late.
gone, so, but
But he wouldn't have known that.
I know.
He wouldn't
I'm not
have
saying that
known
was good enough.
well on Declan Rice trying to drive us through. Well, please make a change in midfield. Get Odegaard nearer Rice and let Smith Rowe press from the front. I know Smith Rowe did nothing in the other game, but just you're gonna think I'm crazy, yeah? Am I gonna say this? I'd get Eddie on and take Havertz off before keeping Havertz on.
You've got Thomas Partey on the bench.
Just to get that's the one I
Thomas
do.
Partey progresses the ball so well. He's got the ball over the top. He gets the ball out to the wingers quickly.
He's just
And
got to do something.
I just don't understand.
Well played,
82nd minute. You're 1-0 down.
Yeah, they scored 14 minutes ago. We haven't done anything.
Literally nothing.
I do agree with you, James. Like, why not try it? Why not try it? At the moment, we're going out in a competition. Try something, you know what I mean?
And if it stays like this, this is a very, very flat exit. This is a very flat exit.
Yeah, and it's like that Villa game where the second half we had nothing, and you think, what is wrong with us? Why do we not look like we care that the Premier League is slipping away from us, that the Champions League here is slipping away from us?
I know.
You'd almost rather get caught on the counter because at least you had a go. Maybe they think it's too early for that. We've got this is 10 minutes, maybe 12, maybe 13. Don't add the same amount of added time. We've got to be brave here. First half, I like the first half.
So he just went very close again.
Oh, De Bruyne missed a sitter.
It's off the bar. No, it wasn't.
Look
Look
at that.
Musiala. Well done, Saliba.
Took the wrong option.
Saliba might be man.
Saliba, yeah, he's been outstanding today.
Good.
For us, I mean. Look, I mean, just the guys, he could take a touch, flick it onto his foot, settle down possession.
That midfield has gone AWOL, hasn't it? Since Jorginho's come off, the midfield's actually got worse. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 100%. Why does Arteta do this?
I don't know, man.
Why does he do this?
He will keep Havertz on the pitch.
I'm tired of hearing that guy's name, It's fucking jarring me. Because how the fuck did we sign him? I don't even want to go back to this right now. But I'm glad you lot have mentioned his name today and it's not me. I'm glad people out there, I hope you've noticed. Yeah? The fuck is he here for? Not to score against Burnley and shit. This is what he's here for. Stand up, Champions League, highest earner. Do something.
Look at Rice. Erdegaard's had to come and support.
Yeah.
No one is near.
I mean, it looks like.
Unlucky.
Too easy, man. It was telegraphed.
It was telegraphed, but
It
at
was
least
absolutely telegraphed.
Well done, Ben White. That was fucking stupid.
Straight out. I mean, it's just frustration at that point.
Yeah.
It's just frustration at that point.
We don't look like scoring. We
That's
don't
what happens
look.
when you know
we don't
you- when you
look
know
like.
you're
I said
Arteta, make a change, please.
Arteta's a madman. How has he not done something?
What I don't understand is how
How's he
you
not
can
done
go.
something?
You can go 1-0 down, not have a shot on target in the entire intervening period, and not think that you need to change the tide of the game somehow.
Frank, how many shots on target you've had in the second half? Or shots?
Second half.
Shots in the second half.
So shots in the second half.
No shots on
I don't even really want to read it out, to be honest.
No, go
Laurie.
ahead,
It's 2 shots, not a single one on target.
2 shots in 40 odd minutes.
Yeah.
And he's still keeping the same guys out there, please.
But what annoys me?
We look better with Martinelli on too.
We've just sacrificed. Yeah, we're right. We've sacrificed
Please.
like crucial. Like you need progressors in midfield. If you're to
That's good. That's good.
If you're to play through Bayern Munich, you need players that can do that. I love Declan Rice. He could progress the ball through most teams, but they are elite Bayern Munich. At least player-wise, they are. We needed Jorginho. I think you've got to risk Partey.
Son of a fuck, what the fuck is he going down for?
He's dived.
Why is he diving? And then wasting minutes on the floor. Why?
Eddie Nketiah's coming on.
We got the free kick, didn't we?
Laurie, please.
No, we
Do you
got the free
understand what's
kick,
going
bro.
on here in front of us? Do you understand?
I do understand,
What do you mean?
but he got...
If you dive, Laurie, and get the free kick, get the fuck back up and let's go. Don't wince and roll about.
This is very desperate now. He's brought off Tommy to bring
No,
on
but he's
Eddie.
got to gamble. He's got to gamble.
But
Because at the moment we're going
he can
out.
gamble in other ways.
How?
Well,
I thought you said
I'm not saying it's not necessarily a bad move, but he's taking a defender off. We are going to be so left open at the back here, and he's given a free kick.
Nothing.
Oh my days.
Unbelievable.
For God's sake. Try not to destroy the set, but I want to launch this football. Oh.
2 games in a row now. First half of promise, second half of nothing other than disappointment.
So what, is it just a back 3 now? Is Trossard and Saka have to be wing backs, the poor guys? Like, oh my word. I mean, actually, to be fair, that makes it make a little bit more sense. Harry Kane wins his header. Musiala's in behind. And Raya does well. Well,
Well, it
easy
was
thing.
poor by Musiala there, really. Although Raya did what he had to do, but...
Now Saliba's having to step forward. Oh my word. This has got so messy.
But you know what it is, James? I understand it. They've got to go for it. It's all or nothing now. You can't just keep the shape and just go out with a damp squid. They've actually got to try and do something from.
You're right, Laurie, and I respect that. I just.
Come on.
That's actually not bad.
Go on, Joe! Oh,
It's the same. That's what.
Oh, there you go.
That was a
Given a
chance.
goal
But
kick.
you know what it is? That was on his right foot, you see.
That was a chance, man. That was a
For a
corner.
guy that's so gifted.
Was that not a corner?
He's
I'm
given
sure
a
he
goal
made the
kick.
save.
Sure, mate.
Touches his foot.
That's-
and his hand. What is that, man?
And they've not
How
given-
the
What
fuck
is that?
That
they've
is
given-
unreal.
How the fuck they've given a corner? He's right. He said two. He went two
Yeah.
deflections.
You need to give him Tommy Ash's contact lens, man. No, noise in a Pilates class, man.
Listen to them. Fucking hell.
That, you can't help it.
They're bringing on another defender.
Obviously, bro.
Why, whenever we got into that position, have our players gone near post? Saka against Villa, Jesus when he fucked it about 20 minutes ago, and Erdegaard. Why have we always gone near post?
Your guess is as good as mine.
What, you mean Odegaard shot?
Yeah.
You know why that is, James? Because that fell on his right foot. So he just hit it, basically. There was no real conviction of, you know what I mean?
Well,
That's how it occurred to me, anyway. Go on.
Right, you have to be brave. Well done. Here's Raya.
urgency. bro.
Get it down the pitch.
I can't see
Tippy
that- I can't see
tapping
there-
around ain't going to work now, man. Get it up there.
I can't see there being any more than like 3 minutes added on either.
No, it's not been that type of game.
20 minutes we've
Go, Bakai! Oh, that was a poor.
20 minutes we've played chasing. We haven't done anything.
Oh, 2 balls on the pitch then.
Yeah, can you give the ball back to us, because that's their fans that have done that.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Right, go now. Play. Oh my word.
What?
Fair enough. Went to the guy who had more to do.
Yeah,
He's-
look at their shape now, man. Look
Yeah.
at their shape now, you know.
Ref.
No, he's not going to give it, man.
Saliba done.
Cannot believe
Saliba
this.
panicked. Here's Lima. Y2.
Go.
Musiala.
Boys, you've literally got seconds. You've
This
literally got
Trossard.
seconds.
Y to Havertz.
He's not. gonna
Oh,
do that,
good.
you know.
Well, that's nice. Thank God we have him there to just get the ball, give it back. No drive, no skill,
4 minutes.
nothing inventive with his passing. He's not a midfielder.
Not in this type of situation, that's for sure.
He's not. I thought he had. Oh, he's
True.
right.
Just try it, bro. Like, why
Why
not?
did you take the touch there, Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie just fucked that move for us. Here's Trossard. Here's Eddie.
Get it in the
Gabriel, here's
box.
Rice.
Eddie,
Find
get
the
back in the
post.
box.
I pulled it back to Saka.
Saka! Oh! Havertz! Penalty!
Is it?
It's not.
They've called
He's
offside!
offside.
You son of a fucking.
It's not.
Who have they called offside?
Saka.
Is it 4 minutes? There's
What
already
just
one of
happened
those
there?
expired as well.
He's talking about time wasted. He's not even talking about. So they must agree then that Saka was offside.
Who would have thought that? You've got to say, is it remiss of me to say this, but Eric Dyer's actually had a decent game in both
We haven't really
games.
tested him.
We haven't
No,
done
we haven't.
anything.
Sorry.
We haven't really tested him.
Havertz drop. Okay, you've won a free kick.
Someone go and get the ball.
Can we go up the pitch? We've got to go along with this now.
We've got to.
Everybody get forward.
I would rather lose 2-0 and try rather than just 1-0
It's
and
gone
go
right
out
to
with a damn
Trossard.
squib. Go for it.
Oh no! He said we've kept the ball. He said we've got the ball. Don't. What?
He's given them a free kick.
Has he?
Yeah, he's going there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We had a free kick we could put into the box. And that's what we did with it. Oh, my word. This team have absolutely lost their heads.
Why is that a foul? It's just coming together, isn't it?
End of this game, end of the Villa game. 2 second half, and Arteta's lost his nerve as well. Look, like...
Has he lost his nerve or has he not shown enough nerve? Because I would say it's the latter.
Maybe.
He's not really gone for it, has he? He's not like...
I just don't know how he's not recognised the players on the pitch that are doing things and the players that aren't. Martinelli, always the one taken off. Always. Has anyone maybe thought that maybe as the game goes on and they tire, that's when you can get into it a little bit more? Like maybe his unpredictability could be useful at this stage of the game? I know he's been poor. I'm not saying he's been good. But come on.
We've got a minute.
It's possible.
Havertz stays on the pitch.
We've got a minute.
Saka plays another 90, getting kicked. Look at that.
Too heavy.
Oh, we've won a throw. We're lucky. Goretzka could easily have just let that go out. Oh, we're going Rory Delap style.
Is he good at those though? I thought Ben White was a long thrower.
Havertz, if ever I've needed you to win a header, what was that?
It's done.
30 seconds.
It's done.
Not quite, come on. Everyone get in the box, lump it forward. I thought it was a foul. Get in the box, people!
In the box.
Why are we... We're moving up, we're looking... Look!
Come
we're looking
on.
for build-up.
Shoot.
Saka.
Shoot!
Oh,
there we
we've
go.
won a free kick late in the game.
Well played.
Get
Who the
Raya in
fuck
there.
did he have that
Why quick?
Oh wait! Why did they play it quick?
Why?
Why?
We've got a corner. I can't believe we took that quickly.
Why?
The ref could have easily just blown after that, said that was your chance.
Why would you not?
Saka.
Why would you not find
This is literally it now.
What did they try to do?
Raya, get up. He's there.
on target there?
And
Why
Raya's gone
on
forward.
earth take that
Right,
quick
whatever
delivery?
you needed to prove, you're better than
Needed-
Ramsdale. Saka.
Hang it up. Oh, that's poor, man.
And that's full time.
Fucked
Fuck's
about
sake.
today. We fucked about. We fucked about. I'm telling you. Who took that quick free kick at the end?
Sucker.
Saka took that as well.
yeah,
The free kick as well.
As well.
I think I did it.
Amazing he's done. Amazing performance today in the business end. Amazing.
And you have a corner in the last second of the game and you don't clear the first man.
It's disappointing.
Oh, I'm gutted, people.
I wouldn't have had a problem if Bayern were great. They wasn't fucking
weren't,
great.
they weren't, they weren't.
Far from great. Both legs. Both legs. And you know what, people? Cool, we ain't been here in a while. What about fucking Villa sandwiched in between?
They didn't need to work for that. They might have needed to do some defensive
You know
work.
what that game showed me though, right, is that when it comes to European football, we've still got a long way to
Well,
go.
it's not just European football. It's not. That's
No,
not
but
enough.
there's a reason why I say that, because name me the last time we were impressive in Europe.
Sevilla away, probably.
How long ago was that?
Group stages.
Don't forget, Porto got through.
Yeah, but this
penalties.
is so disappointing because again, it's just another game where you sit there and you say,
Come on,
You
Arteta,
didn't- you
put
didn't
your
roll the
arm around
dice.
Havertz now
You didn't
and
roll the-
point at him. Point at him.
The manager and the player didn't roll the dice today. The manager and the player didn't roll the dice today.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Arteta.
And you know what? Turkish and I were talking about this at the beginning, and I said, stay level and try and grow into the game. And he said, by doing that, if you go behind, you risk going out with a whimper.
All right. Guys, we're going to round it off. We've got full time. We'll be chatting to you all. You get to have your say. Fan cams will be coming out as well.
I don't even want to.
I'm looking strongly at the manager for this one. And people can say, but look how we played first half. I hear it. Right, cool. But he's shown for a while that you can actually prep a team to go out there from the off. But then the game changes. And then you have to do something different. And he keeps reverting to Kai Havertz in midfield, Rice and Odegaard played on their own out there at the end. You should never have taken Jorginho off, and if you do, you take him off for Partey. And then the players end that half making stupid decisions. We get a free kick, we decide to try play through. We get another free kick, we try play through again. And then we get a corner and we can't beat the first man.
Did we end that second half without a shot on target in half?
I think we ended it without a shot. Can you remember a shot?
No, we had 2 shots.
In the second half?
Well, one's apparently the Odegaard one with the first minute where, it hit Rosette.
It might have been 3 actually, with the one that Odegaard had at the end.
First time in a long time I've been genuinely mad at the way Arteta's approached the game. Villa, I wanted to defend him slightly because the players bottled the chances they had.
This was thoroughly impotent.
Yeah, it was. All right, everyone, I'm going to round it off there. We'll be live on full time very soon. Fan cams to come. Arsenal out the Champions League in a bit.